Ready? You ready?
I'm busy.
Let's get into it. Dude, that's so good.
Oh my gosh. Holy moly.
Holy smokes.
Holy schmoly. Am I glad that we weren't live when that conversation was going on?
That was fun.
That was fun. Okay, so now we're going to get boring for the next 2 hours.
No,
You guys, I apologize, you guys. You missed the best part of the podcast.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
not true. Not true. The
No,
best part's
it's not.
soon to come.
It is soon to
Yet
come,
to
actually.
come.
Anytime. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about today, but it is good to join you guys. First, checking in for the year.
Ooh.
It is.
It
isn't
is the first
wow.
checking in.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's special.
So how is 2021 treating you so far? Is it better?
It is better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been eating organic.
That's a lie.
Better than cookies, I guess.
What the fuck is she talking about? I've been
Well, I don't
cooking.
know. I mean,
Okay,
we did.
so
yeah,
what
we
did I
did
eat?
do
I ate a
the
couple-
popcorn shrimp last night
You've
at,
been
at
adding-
midnight.
Organic bagel bites.
You've been adding
Organic
yeah, those
bagel.
were I bought them. They were organic.
Oh.
Bagel bites are organic,
Just
I think.
because you had that butter crunch lettuce doesn't mean like
Yeah,
which,
it
by the way,
changed
Jay,
your
have you
life.
ever heard of butter?
Never heard of it.
Butter crunch lettuce.
Sounds
It'll change
banging.
your life. You dice it up horizontally and then
Jay, can you
vertically.
pull that shit up? I don't even believe it's called butter crunch.
Butter
lettuce.
crunch
It said it
lettuce?
on the box.
You can look up whatever the fuck you want because that's what I bought.
Yeah, there
someone,
you go.
Someone
Butter
complained.
crunch
Someone,
lettuce.
oh my gosh, it is butter
It
crunch.
is.
So what is
Yeah.
it? What is it like? What? Can you go back to all? I want to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what the
Look at
description is.
lettuce is lettuce.
It's a
Like-
beautiful. it's
Butterhead lettuce has
so
soft
good.
green, slightly
Yep.
curled leaves wrapped around a loose inner head.
Exactly.
Blanche, sweet flavored
Yes.
interior leaves.
They described
the
it
Butterhead
perfectly.
lettuce, butter crunch, has the above qualities
Mm-hmm.
with the added advantage of being slightly more tolerant.
of
heat.
heat, so you can
Oh.
cook it a little bit.
And it doesn't get that
Give it a little
browning.
sear,
Oh, okay.
and then it's
Wow.
real nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
I
there
love
you
the
go.
butter crunch.
So,
though.
yeah.
it goes great on a taco.
Yeah,
It
it
really
does.
does.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been
The
cooking
organic
tacos.
taco.
Organic
meat,
tacos.
yeah, hamburger, the organic
Ground beef. Yeah, organic ground beef.
ground beef. Yeah. Okay.
One of the best parts about Mexico, besides the
Spas.
beach, is the really good spas. So they've got the hot tubs, the cold tubs, the steam rooms, the massage you can get, all these kind of things that you can do too. So that's all something that you could usually get at any spa.
Right.
Sounds good.
So that's what I was saying. Okay, I can't go to Mexico and I can't get the beach,
Let's
but
go to a
maybe I
spa.
can get a relaxing good spa.
We're good.
So
Okay, we're back.
So,
We be back on.
I have no idea what happened. That was crazy.
are you
so
gonna
that's
go to
fine.
the spa?
I don't know. We're looking. He wants to do
seems
something,
weird.
and I
Well,
said
see, this
that.
is the thing. I think we both need to get away for a few days to just decompress because it's been a really hectic year. There's been obviously a lot of craziness. From opening up the Reptarium to closing the Reptarium to reopening the Reptarium to you name it. I mean, it's just been a wild ride. So yeah, having a few days off might be good just mentally to break down. And even for Jay and everyone to have a couple days to where they don't have to worry about editing or filming and stuff like that. I think that creativity, it's with the vlog, it's difficult because every day you got to come up with a new idea. You know what I mean? You got to come up with something brand new every single day, and it does get to you every now and then. Every now and then you hit like a roadblock where you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do today? Sometimes of the year, sometimes of the year it's like so simple because, oh yeah, this is breeding or this has got eggs or this is hatching or
This is usually the hard part right now.
this is the hard part. So I think that, getting a little bit of a mental break from it probably, will help a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you don't want to do too much because then you want to just retire.
No, I don't want that at all. I mean, and I know that just and I'm fine. Like I said, I think part of why I feel mentally tired is because I also went through a lot of anxiety, and that's very mentally draining.
And those fucking fried shrimp at 11 p.m. is rough too.
Well,
I mean, that'll
enough,
put a number on you.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I felt pretty good this morning, but
Those shrimps did it, bro.
shrimps did me good.
Guess we found a new routine.
Yeah.
Shrimps and bagel bites, organic.
Bagel bites and poutine.
Oh.
You want me to hit a couple super chats real quick?
Yeah, let's do
do
that.
it,
Let's just
man.
jump in.
Sure. Shane Lee said, hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. Threw $10 just for love.
Oh, thank you,
what's up,
Shane. I
Shane?
appreciate you so much.
Solus Honky's in the building, says, hi
Hey, what's up from
everyone.
Portland, man?
Sending, I think, Northwest Love from Portland.
Yeah, from Portland.
Thank
What's
you.
going on in Portland?
What
We
is
gotta
he-
get out there. We gotta get out to Portland.
What's Portland good for besides like activism?
Well,
That's about it.
No, well, I mean, Nike's headquarters is there.
Oh, great. So sweatshops.
No,
Basically-
they do that down in Mexico.
China. They do it in
Yeah.
China.
No, but no, Portland's really dope, man. It's a really cool place. It's definitely
Sounds great.
No, it really is. It's a beautiful place. It's one of the prettiest places I've ever been.
Sweatshops and activism.
No, that's not true.
Put it
No,
on my
it's
list.
beautiful.
I mean,
No, it's a beautiful
you
place.
could argue.
You would like it.
You could
though.
definitely argue
What?
that Oregon is that.
No,
But
it's not. It's
anyways-
far from that. It's far from that.
Arguable.
There's not one sweatshop in Oregon.
No, but the
you can't
largest-
say that. You don't know that.
Well, I
That-
doubt.
There's
I doubt
probably
there's
a high
none.
probability there's at least one somewhere.
But it
Sweatshop.
supports the largest company of a sweatshop, doesn't it?
Well, you know.
Teach their own, you know. Sometimes
some people.
some people gotta sweat.
Sometimes some kids need to just put the hours in.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to work my ass off for free too. You know.
Yeah, just throwing newspapers.
Yeah, I did. I did have a paper route.
I know you did.
Man, it was horrible. That was the worst time of my life, man. You know, because as a kid, no one wants to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, as an adult, you don't
as
want
an
to wake up
adult,
at
yeah.
4 o'clock
How
in the
did you
morning.
not make Noah have a paper route?
They don't do them
you
anymore
should have.
because
They
all
don't
the
do it anyway.
pedophilia.
Yeah.
All of
What?
it. No, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
no.
true.
What?
Kids
That's
would
why.
get,
Diddled.
You know,
Diddled by
Because of the
delivery. See, I
newspaper-
never touched
Delivery
a person.
diddly.
No,
I
that,
just
the
put
ones without
people-
the bikes. Because if you had a bike, you were lucky. But if you're on foot,
Because you could outrace them.
Scoop you up.
yeah,
you couldn't do a proper paper route without a bike.
Well, that's when
Yeah, I had a
Because
lot.
then
I
at
had
that
like
point
200.
you're
I
a
had like
postman.
I had like 200.
But they have a car.
they have a car. Yeah, so you're just fucked.
Right.
That's literally. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I had like 200
You had
people
bikes.
in
You
my.
could have been fine.
I
A
had,
bike and a wagon. That's what you need.
I had like 200 people on my route, so it took like an hour and a half to run around, even in a bicycle.
That's good
But the
pace.
worst part was is
good
that.
pace.
But this is what was horrible is that in the wintertime, you couldn't ride your bike if it snowstormed.
Got
so
put
you had
chains
to,
on those tires.
No,
baby.
it happened because did you ever see the paper boy, satchels, the like
Yeah,
little saddles?
yeah.
I'd have to wear it around my neck and just run.
And
Because you
run.
couldn't. Yeah, because you couldn't put it on your
I
bike.
wish we had pictures of this.
I know, right?
With Dad with
Would you
his
do the
paper
si-
boy saddle.
Would you do the sideways?
No,
thing?
because there was a front and
What?
back. So it was, I did 200
Oh
papers,
my
man. 200
shit.
papers is a lot.
You had
God.
all 200
Crazy
on you.
that they.
I can't remember. I was young, but I can't remember.
And
if I did.
your mom didn't drive you or anything like
Oh,
that.
hell
We
no.
didn't even, we know
Oh,
what-
hell no. That's not even that.
No, we didn't even have a car. My mom didn't have a car.
Oh, so you were doing it to help pay the bills.
No, I wasn't. I was
No.
doing it.
Listen, I was trying to get my guitar.
Crazy
I
that.
was trying to get a Burmese python.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
it.
the truth, honestly, right there.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we held that much responsibility in a child's hands.
Yeah.
Like, how old were you? 7, 8?
I was like under I was
What are you
probably
talking about? That's
No, yeah, no, I was under 10. I was under 10.
You weren't first grade having a paper route
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, he was.
No.
Yeah, he was.
Look at his face. He's like, all right, maybe I was 27.
No. But first,
17, 7.
oh, wait a second.
Come
First
on,
grade
it's
is
the 70s.
first grade is 6.
Yes.
I was like 10. So I was like in 3rd grade.
Let's knock it down. What's 9? Let's just make it 9. If we're playing a game here, we're not getting 9.
Yeah, derivatives of 3.
Yeah.
No, it's
So
so I was 10 probably.
they don't do that anymore. Dude,
No.
you're 18 and
No,
they're like,
adults have
still
the
can't
paper
smoke.
routes.
What?
No, adults
adults
have the
took it
paper
over,
route.
yeah.
Because there's the guy in our neighborhood ever since we lived there. He's driving around in a minivan.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
out
that's
of business now.
Like-
Yeah, no.
No,
He's
you-
been
still,
gone.
No, we still got old people on our street that get papers.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that Ford Explorer in a minute.
yeah.
It was an
But
expedite.
I think it was a good thing for me. I mean, I did it for about 2 years. And, looking back, I thought I made a lot of money, but I probably didn't make anything.
Like,
I-
yeah.
Yeah.
like
Hey,
10
if you were 8 years old, that was a lot
it was
of money.
10, it was 10.
8, 10, whatever. That was a lot.
I mean,
of money.
I probably was making $100 a month.
That's pretty good for
to
a
that kid.
9-year-old.
Yeah.
What?
How old was I? I keep saying 10. You say 8. You say 9.
6.
You know,
For a
4.
6-year-old, that's big.
Damn, for
For a 2-year-old,
I
For a
was
2-year-old, you were
delivering papers
crushing
when I
He was
3.
learning how to walk with a paper.
for an embryo, you're really fucking killing it.
yeah.
But no, the only thing I remember is I'm a little embarrassed to say that how I quit.
How'd you quit?
Oh, how'd you quit? I need
Literally,
to hear
I was just done, man. You know what I mean? I did
I've
it for
been
like
there.
Me
almost 2 years, waking up fuck, it was so horrible.
4 a.m.'s
You know,
rough.
yeah, and so finally one day I just and of course there's no cell phones back then or anything like that. So I just so what happens?
No technology.
The guy that would deliver the papers would drop them on your porch,
Yeah.
right? And so I just like left him on the porch. You know, I just didn't do it
On your porch.
on my porch. And then he called and called and called.
Where's the
and,
papers?
and we just didn't answer. And then finally, after I think it was like the second day
bro.
that he dropped off the stuff, he just picked them up, and that was the last I ever.
Hundreds.
So
Yeah.
he
Of
picked
people.
up the last 2 days'
Yeah,
papers
past the
too,
last 2
because they
days,
were
yeah.
all just sitting
Yeah,
there.
I was just like, just
and your
mom.
mom
done.
wasn't like,
No.
why are these papers on the porch?
No,
Hundreds of
that-
people went
that's-
sad
no.
for 2 days because.
Oh my gosh, yes. There was some old guy, probably 87. The only thing he cared about in life was his
What
damn
if I'm
Detroit pre-press.
Yeah.
And I just didn't
going
show
on?
up that day.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
you know,
mean, well, you were 7, so.
yeah, no, I was 6, you know, so it didn't matter. No, but I felt,
was in the womb.
it's funny. I
6
really
and a
even
half.
did feel bad back then. I remember like
Listen.
hiding in the corner when he pulled up in his truck to pick the papers up. Like, you know, and I
Like
prayed
all
that I never
embarrassed.
ran
I
into-
feel
yeah.
like we all had that when I was 16, 17, working
but
my
he was
jobs.
6.
Like that's how I quit all my jobs. I was just like, I'm
You
done.
Dutch get by
just not
'em. Yeah,
coming,
just-
just
yeah.
not coming in anymore.
I
I'm
only
done.
did
Speaking
that
of
one
that, we could do a couple stories of our employees quitting.
Ooh, yes.
Oh my
please.
God.
So remember Big
Lunchtime.
Joe? Big Joe was one of my favorite. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
lunchtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy that was, let's just face it, he was large.
He was a big guy.
He was
Big
big.
Joe.
He was big Joe, man. He was big
Yeah,
dude.
don't get
He
that
he
name.
wanted to. He's like begging us for a job, man. I mean, for like weeks and weeks and weeks, he's begging us for a job. And finally, we were like, okay, well, you know, we're gonna give this guy a shot, man.
Yeah, got
And
to.
so he comes in, and it's like, all right, you're gonna clean all these baby ball pythons, you know. And it's number one, it's 80 something degrees.
Yeah.
And it's a lot up and down. You know, it's a lot up and down. And so he's doing things. And I remember once or twice walking by, and he was sweating. I mean, he was sweating, you know? And I remember a couple times saying, like, Joe, you okay, man? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm okay, boss. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, boss. I'm okay. And then like, lunchtime came, and he just never was seen again.
He never
You
came
know?
He went
back.
to lunch, yeah.
He went
That
to
was
lunch
the
and
MO.
never-
We had a lot of those.
We had
Yeah.
several of
Went
those,
to
but
lunch,
Big Joe was the one
but
that-
no, my favorite, and this is the one I
Quitting
thought
midday, dude.
you were talking about. This was another big guy that worked for us, and he worked in the back with the colubrids with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had set him up that day on baby garter snakes. And
Oh,
they
he
were
kept
in the
letting them out?
little tiny things. So, and then this is back when Chewy worked for us. So Chewy's in the other aisle, and he hears him, and he's having a hard time because they're just getting away, and he's trying to cup them, feed them the guppies and stuff like that. And then same thing. Like I kept going back there. I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, I'm having a hard time, but I'll just I'll make it work, whatever. I'm like, okay. And then I remember next time I came, John's like, I don't know. And then we're looking around, looked over the whole building. He was just gone. He literally went out the back door. He's just like, I'm
He's like,
done.
I'm good. I'm
He didn't
good.
even make it to lunch. Like he was
like,
over
fuck
there for
this.
a couple
Yeah.
hours, and he never heard from him again.
Yeah.
He's like
Thank you.
cupping guppies. He's like,
Well, I think that like the old BHB compared to the new BHB was a lot different. I mean, back
Oh,
then
yeah.
it was overwhelming how many animals we
Yes.
had, and it was a more difficult job. Now it's like we haven't had that type of situation happen, and
No.
ever since we downsized, we haven't had anyone
Right.
just peace out on us, and
Yeah.
and
Any
really we haven't even went through
big
that many people.
reptile corporation business
Yeah, all the big
that
ones, yeah.
has that's the norm, because
Yeah,
you
I
just
think
need so many people that you're just trying to get
Yeah.
enough bodies
I think that John Mack told me that
Oh,
they
God.
average 7 people a week.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a huge
They either
turnover.
quit or fire
Yeah.
7 people a week and hire
day.
right now. Yeah.
so like that's crazy. It's just an intimidating thing. You go in there and you probably come in and you have a little confidence, like, oh wow, this is a lot, but I can do this. Like whatever, I'm me. I can do this. And then once you start getting down and you get one tub done, and you're like, fuck, that took all that time.
And now
And
you
there's
got 18,000
thousands.
of them. Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm leaving right now. Like it makes sense if you've
it
done
does.
Yeah, well, I
and
always-
if I'm
yeah.
standing there going, "Are you serious?" Like,
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that will do it too.
I think that once you make it past the first week, then it becomes, pretty simple,
It
and
does.
stuff like that. But
Just like-
here it's different because
Gotta
we don't
get a
have that. Yeah,
routine.
like I said, now it's different because none of our crew has like over.
you were talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, that one row we had like 5,000 baby colubrids in just the one row.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine how daunting that was to have to go through every
Oh,
single one of
believe me,
those.
I've had like some new people here with the small calibered room
Right.
that we have now say something. I'm like, oh, you have no idea.
You have no
like, I'm like,
idea,
go
yeah.
look back in the old snake bites of that room of like
Right, we're good.
aisles,
Yeah, I remember.
aisles.
Yeah,
Like
I-
that was nuts.
I remember
That
even
was
like I remember because I used to
fun.
collect eggs, and I've told people that the largest number of eggs we ever had in a day, caliber wise, was 2,100 eggs.
Yes.
In
and
one
that
day.
that was. You're welcome. My
Yeah.
breeding season.
Yeah, and but I used to collect all the eggs, and there were times I was at the building till like 1 a.m. just collecting eggs,
That's so crazy.
just for like
Just get-
10 hours straight.
That would suck.
10 hours of just, I remember like you'd be all excited, like, oh, I got colubrids.
Yeah.
And what we do is we would have the red properly, you
I
know,
think
the
so
individual
too.
care.
But I look at it too, honestly. So I think everybody's life is like that, right?
Right.
So, you know, you have different chapters of your life.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not mad or sad that
No.
happened.
No, I don't
I think it's
regret it.
good, and everything that we did is just a part of our path that led us to where we are right now.
Yeah, no, I
you
don't
know?
regret the past. I'm just saying that I would never, you couldn't pay me enough money to ever
No.
go back to that life.
But honestly, I think that's how it should be in life, right? Like
Yeah, you live
when
and
you
you
move,
learn.
yeah, you go to your different
Yeah.
stages, and you shouldn't ever want to go back. Like,
Well,
you
it's
should
just
always
interesting
keep
that
doing
there,
it.
you know,
Yeah.
so just so people realize there were like 4 major collections in the world, you know, at the time. I'm talking like mega collections. There was the Bells, the Gourmet Rodent, John Mack, and then BHB. You know, we were the 4 like giants. And then like literally the 5th was like a quarter of the size. You know what I mean? It was a big fall off from number 4 to number 5. And the crazy thing is that, you know, we obviously way downsized, switched our lives, did a bunch of other things that, you know, completely changed our course. What's crazy is the other 3 are still going on.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to think. And really,
think
when
that
I've talked
too.
to any of them, I'm not saying, I mean, I'm sure that they're whatever, but none of them seem happy, man. You know what I mean? They all seem like overwhelmed and so
work,
crazy.
Like, even like, I mean, it's so much stress. Just
Yeah.
like because of how much it actually is to think about. Like it's
Yeah.
it's physically a lot. So mentally, it's going to be the same.
Well, it was
It's
funny.
just
I
so
remember
much.
being in, and not that, I mean, it's not like we had, you know, fucking Amazon or something like that, but I do remember I was always just like now, usually the last person that leaves. And a chore to want to walk through the whole building. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I got to walk through this room and then that room, and then upstairs and then over there. And then, you know what I mean? It was like a big chore just to do my checkout for the day,
Yeah.
just going into each room and,
Probably
you know,
took what, half hour?
yeah, I mean, just going through everything, it's crazy to think how far. And again, I'm not saying it was right, wrong, or other. It would happen,
Just
what happened,
explaining
but
experiences.
but now it's so much better because now it's like now you can ask me like, hey Brian, where's those tricolor hogs? I'd be like, right over here. You know what I mean? Like, or you know, where's this? Right over here. You know, and whereas then it's like, you know, you just got lost in the place. You know, where it was like impossible to know what was
Wonka
going on.
balls, like
Yeah,
all
the
the-
chocolate Wonka balls.
Where
still,
they're right over here.
Yeah, I mean, we got to show those sometime. We still
Yeah.
haven't ever shown the Chonka.
Maybe we'll do
Wonka.
video.
The chonka balls.
The Chonka Wonka. Chonka
Did you
Wonka.
see those
Wonka.
that we produced this year? The
The
chocolate
Chocolate
Wonka
Wonkas?
balls.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, they're pretty cool, man.
They're really beautiful.
Yeah,
really nice.
one day we'll have to market them. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever do it, but let's hit a couple more super
let's
chats.
Yeah,
Super
I got a
chats.
bunch on my phone, so just give me
Sweet.
1 second.
It's rocking,
Yeah.
baby.
All right.
Do you think the stream is just?
It's literally cutting in and out. So, and I know that they're seeing it too, but
Oh,
I don't
that
know.
sucks.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to restart the whole stream? I don't mind doing that, but that's your call. You know?
I don't think it's that.
I think it's
I
going
don't
to
think we
happen
should do
regardless.
that,
I think
yeah.
it's the Wi-Fi. Something's happening with our network or something.
That sucks. That's going to be a big problem, though.
I mean, which is what it is. What it is.
I know it's just going to be hard to do a podcast with cutting in and out constantly.
So, what do you think?
It's better than nothing.
What are we going to do? We're going to kill it and restart.
I could
the
just kill
network?
it, try to like restart the network, turn everything off, put it back on, and see if it helps. But it might do the same thing. It might just be a network issue. I don't know.
Well, I'm just wondering if we should reset the Wi-Fi is what I'm saying, or reset the modem upstairs.
I did that when I went upstairs before, so I'd have to reset everything to see if anything changes. But
I
as
think
you can
so.
see, now it's back in, and then it might pop back out.
Yeah, so guys, I don't know what we're gonna do here. I mean, we're having some network issues. I don't know if we should continue on or kill it and start over and start the stream from scratch again and see if we can't maybe.
Because you see, like they'll be like, it's better now, it's better on mine, working fine, stuff like that. So,
well, let's keep
let it
going for a
roll.
little bit. If it turns out that we kill one more time, maybe we'll just kill the podcast and start again on a brand new podcast for you guys to jump on.
Yeah.
'Cause
So why don't I
obviously
get through some super chats? We'll see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
We're not going to talk about this, but I wanted to just say because she paid for it. But Stephanie said, "Have you seen what's happening in the Capitol? Oh my God."
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about it, but yes,
we talked about it, about not talking about it. Not that it's not a significant thing, because it is. We try to stay
Keep
away
it
from
lighthearted,
Yeah, we
baby.
try to stay away from politics.
Yeah, you can find enough news
but yeah,
about
it's a rough one. So God bless. I mean, I hope everyone stays smart and safe.
Yeah. Okay. Tiffany said, "Hello, everyone. Brian, do you have any tips on beardies, on what to keep babies and grown-ups in? Also, January 8th, 2020 was first podcast uploaded. # 1 year.
Wow.
So we're about a year away.
Wow, we're a year away. Damn. Wow, that's crazy.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah, I remember the first one. We was up by the Tortoise Pen.
Was
And,
it with just us, right?
It was just
And
us.
the
It was
second was
just
Matt
us.
Strong,
Yeah,
right?
the second one was Max. I think Max might even been here
He
for
was.
the first
He
one,
was.
but
That's
he
why I
wasn't
was
on the
thinking.
podcast.
Yeah.
And I just talked to Max a couple days ago. So
Still kicking it.
Missed that dude.
yeah, he's missing coming up, and he's he wants to get up here, but he's actually going off. I think he leaves in a couple weeks. He leaves for he goes to an island
For the
in
show.
a bubble for a MTV show that they're filming
Oh, so
with this
sad.
girl. So
He's
actually.
gonna be on the show.
That's
So
so
I don't.
sad.
Yes, he is.
I don't think he is actually.
He said so when I talked to him last. He said that like he doesn't like dealing with all like the fake drama and stuff. So I just assumed he was talking about the show.
Yeah, because
but-
he told me he was just along for the ride. That's why I asked him. I said, "Oh, so you're going to be a part of everything?" And he said, "No, I'm just along for the ride." So, I'd
go to an island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
same.
but I know
Can I?
he was on a couple. I think he was
Can I
on
be in
one
the bubble?
episode last
hate
season. So maybe he's going to be. I don't really know,
would.
to be totally honest with you. But he made it sound like maybe he was just there to be with his girl.
Interesting.
That would suck. Those shows are always just so awful.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to be a part of the show, but I'd be on just the other side of the island.
Like
by
you know what
myself.
shows I'm talking
Well,
about, like
yes,
the
sure.
Bachelorette,
Yes.
or
Real
whatever the fuck
World,
it is, like the
yeah.
ones
Yeah,
where
I don't watch those.
They like
but yes.
trap
Yeah.
10 different people, and then
Yeah.
they make them all have intercourse, and
Yeah.
you're like,
And it's
who's
not
getting
polygamy, and we're
married?
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly. And then we all
Who's
watch it. and shit.
who's the bigger whore?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
Janelle.
Which whore do you want to
Whore
marry?
Island.
Yeah, exactly. And then they put cameras in every room, and they're just like, "Let's find out." It's basically like perv peeking.
Yeah, and that's why it's
Into
successful.
a whole
Yeah.
mansion.
It's a
Yeah.
voyeurism. Yeah, voyeurism. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, there you go.
Midwest RC said, "Hello from Midwest. Planning a trip there, but want to make sure Jay and the crew are there.
Hey, that's what's up,
Just let me know
Azalea.
when, and I'm down.
Yeah, for sure,
Come hang
man. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. We're here pretty much. I think we're here
Almost all the time.
We're gonna try to plan something in February to head down to Florida, but it's kind of up in the air right now. Just I want to see how life is going before we make that decision.
Yes.
But hopefully by the middle of February, I'd like to make a trip.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nathan threw $1 just for some love.
Thank
What's
you,
up,
Nathan.
Nathan?
Thank you, Nathan.
Jerica
Love.
said almost 1 year since starting checking in. Thank you
Yes,
guys.
that's what we just heard.
Just
and that's
heard
just
that.
crazy.
Just found
I
out the
mean,
news.
Potterhead.
I think that we're
Much love.
I think this year will be a better year.
Yeah.
We had a lot of hurdles. We obviously built the
Great.
podcast room, and we're learning better. So
I hope you didn't just jinx us.
no, it's gonna be a good year.
It's gonna be a great year.
It's gonna be a good year. I'm putting that out to the universe.
Shane
Tell the
said.
capital that.
Shane said, "I'm really grateful for this podcast, and I haven't missed a single vlog in at least 2 years. I have crazy depression, but you get me up at 8 o'clock every day. I'm finally through my depression."
Oh my gosh, that's so good, and congratulations. I mean, it feels pretty wonderful when you are going through a mental health issue, and you're coming out of it, right? I mean, not like right now I'm at that stage where it's like I'm coming out of it. I don't feel great all the time, but when I do feel great, I feel really, really grateful. It's almost like when you're sick with the flu and then you get better, you feel better than you did before you got the flu. That's how it is. So congratulations that you got through it, and to just know that you can, you can create a life where you never have to go back to that ever again.
Yeah, and maybe that's through building a log cabin in an off-grid woods.
That's true.
Like,
It could be the
You
case.
never know unless you try. So go try it.
Go try to build a log cabin, and when you're done, come back and help Noah build
And-
his.
Yeah.
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 Cuddle.
Don,
And cuddle.
Don says, if you could magically change any animal to any size for a pet, which would you pick? I'd shrink an Asian water monitor down
Can I go
to a Bosque monitor size.
Yeah, us Phantom monitor.
That's a very interesting one. I would have never thought about that.
Yeah. What are you
But
gonna
I
do?
want a pug size. So I'll say that again. A pug size fly.
Fly?
Damn, that would be
Ew.
tight.
That's
bro.
fucking
I fuck
gross.
with that, dude.
That's
Carrying it like this, bro.
Yeah,
Do you know how disgusting that is?
I mean, dude.
Do you know how
Not-
many
They're kinda cute,
eyes
dude.
and,
They're
like,
dope.
No, they're
Yeah.
not.
But listen,
And just carrying
so
it
it would be,
across.
but it'd be tame because if not, it'd just fly away. and you'd be,
De-winged.
you know.
De-winged.
Okay.
That's
Ripping
disgusting.
those fucking wings off.
How'd you even cut? You
Hell
were high
yeah,
as hell
dude.
when you thought of that. Cause
Dude,
that's
imagine
What?
that
I
thing,
just
dude.
thought about it right
Hi,
now.
Noah. Oh, rubbing its little hands together.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's how they
So-
do it.
So
They dap you up.
I'll be totally honest
I would
with you.
kill it.
I would have.
That would be so bloody. You go boom.
Whatever. That thing
big-
should not be alive.
I'm like, no. Fly.
That's a big.
Fly.
Yeah, because I name them stupid shit.
Fly.
Flaky, fly.
Did you ever see the movie The Fly?
The
No.
Lord of the Flies.
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh
Chef
my
Goldblum? No.
God.
Jeff
don't know.
Goldblum
That-
is the fly.
yeah, that's
What's it
old.
about? It's like
He turned into a fly.
Yeah.
He did some. So he was trying to teleport. He was working on it. He was a scientist that worked on teleportation. And when he teleported himself at one point, he finally did it. There was a fly
Fly got
inside,
into
and
the
it
thing.
merged. It
he
merged,
became a fly.
and he became
That's a good
fly.
one.
That's a good
Put that
one.
on your
Yeah, it
list
is a
of
good
have to watch.
Oh yeah,
because it's a
It's
classic.
a classic. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I think there was a Fly too, but I don't think that was very
Ooh,
good.
A fly too. That's
Yeah,
nutsy. That's ballsy.
Yeah, that's ball.
Like what?
So I think I would want.
You didn't get away with the first one. You're gonna go back into the plot. I mean, that's
Yeah.
It is, and and I don't think he
didn't
was
go good,
involved
no.
in the second. I don't think Jeff Goldblum was
Goldblum.
Goldblum was in the second one.
I like that better.
Goldblum. I would want a Burmese python that stayed Jeffrey size. And I know there's dwarf Burms, but they're not the same. They're not the same. They're pretty hyper, and I'd want a big adult, big huge Burm attitude, but never get bigger than 5 foot.
That's a smart.
But still have the thickness, because that's the other thing with the dwarfs. The dwarfs are still kind of like skinny, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's
Gotta
my
have the
that's
thickness.
my
I'm
pet.
sorry.
Oh god.
I just can't control myself.
Dude, you can't see
Get
it.
it together,
I know you're
sicko.
twitching, man.
All right. All right. I'm just going off the top of my head because this
she
isn't
hasn't
something
gone
I've
yet.
ever thought about. But a snow leopard that stayed a baby.
Oh, that's a good
How
answer.
awesome would
Like,
that
we're
be?
killing it today.
How
I would
awesome
say
would that
clouded
be?
though. Clouded would be
Ooh.
better.
Nope.
But
It's not your pet,
I
Mr.
know.
Vlogger guy.
That is a good one. I would love to.
That is a
cuddle
good
that.
Because
No,
they're
that is-
so
yeah, they
cute
are
and they're
cute,
so manageable when they're
Yeah.
little.
That would be dope.
And we had the pleasure of being able to mess with snow leopards
Yeah.
and clouded leopards
Yeah.
as babies quite a bit. So they are. I agree with you. You know,
That
like
would
a
be
little
I mean,
tiger too.
any big cat that just stayed a
Yeah,
little
like the
baby.
size tiger,
the
like
size,
in China.
The size, yes,
China,
yes,
yeah.
the little ones, not the crazy
Not the
ones.
ones
They
that
start
bite you.
biting
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
No,
Well,
smaller than that.
the ones we saw down at in Miami was about the size that we saw in China.
Yeah.
That you like slept with
Oh
and
my
stuff.
gosh,
He was like
yeah,
taking
they're
a
just-
nap with them and stuff.
Yeah, they were
So cute. The little
probably
kittens.
not far away from like maybe piercing you.
Yeah, they were probably 2 weeks away from danger,
like
to where the bite hurts.
Yeah, like it felt like because sometimes because cats are crazy. They're
Yeah.
very
Yes.
sneaky. They're
Yes,
very
they are.
agile.
Yep.
And for their
And when-
size, they can mess you up.
We were inside of a cage with like what 10?
There was like 10 or so of them, yeah.
so like, yeah,
Including a black leopard, too.
leopard.
Yeah, it was a black leopard.
And we
so
would be
sick.
playing. You would be playing with a tiger, and then a cat would like jump on your back,
yeah.
and you'd be like, "Dude, you're
But it was
so dead."
But it was
You,
small
like,
enough that it was okay.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
like
yeah.
hurt you like us.
Yeah, no, yeah. Your mom got attacked
Because that's
by
what was
big
happening,
ones, yeah.
but it fucking hurt. Like they were like attacking you and like
Oh no!
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be
grabbing
good.
and
But
and
they're
piercing.
just playful.
Yeah.
They're playful at that
Yes.
age, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And
That's what
and,
I'm
and
saying.
the difference is
small
that,
enough to where
small,
it's
yeah.
still cool. Like, oh hey,
It's
you
like getting
know?
bit by a puppy. It doesn't feel good, but it's not going to hurt you. Like, it's not going to be like,
No.
oh, and it's just like a puppy bite. But
Yeah.
and they're
Well,
so cheeky.
I don't know. Noah
and
was
it's-
pretty. Zeus was he had bad teeth right from the start. Like
He's got giant teeth.
Yeah.
Zeus's teeth hurt so bad.
he
as
was like a
puppies.
baby shark, man. He ripped so many of his pants. And,
My pants.
Yeah.
I would be like ready for school, and they would just fucking rip my pants.
and he would start chasing him, and Noah would run, and then he'd grab his
Yes.
pants, and Noah's like, he ripped my
so
pants.
fucking stupid. A dumb dog.
But no, that was a good one. That was a good one.
It was a
okay.
good
Diamond says, when will adult blue tongue skinks be available?
I don't know.
Brian,
I'm sorry. Literally, reach out to us
hopefully next week.
by next week, the latest, if not earlier. If not earlier, by guaranteed
Probably
next
next week.
Okay.
He does well because not only do you have to do your job, but I can't do my job until yours is done, and
All
that
right.
takes time.
So my job will be done by the weekend,
All right,
and
then
then
next week.
So it's on Lori next week. So
Oh wait,
next,
no. It's on you to do your job that we've been waiting on.
My job will be done by the end of the weekend. 100%.
The end of the
The
week.
end of the
Now
week
it's
to the end of the weekend.
So again,
The end of the
I
weekend
need
of the
time.
week.
So if you're not done to the end of the weekend
Yeah.
next
Jay-
week, it won't
Jay,
be.
get me outta here.
Thank you,
Jay,
Jay.
can you roll back that tape? I think I said the end of the weekend at first, didn't I?
Nope.
I said-
You said end of the week.
All right. So by
March
Monday-
24th.
By
the
Monday,
latest.
I'll be done by Monday.
Awesome.
So
and
they
that-
won't be ready.
So yeah, they'll be ready next
So then-
Monday.
By the end of the week, you got him.
You got it.
Laughing Boy said, hope everyone is having a great day. I purchased a yellow belly female ball python from BHB last night and can't wait for it.
Ooh.
It
Oh
arrives
my
at my
gosh.
house tomorrow.
I
That
was
thing
playing
is-
with it earlier.
That thing is so mean. It was biting. No, thank you so much. You'll love it. It's
Yeah.
seriously, thank you so much. Can't wait till it gets there.
Yellow belly. What an interesting term. Do humans have yellow bellies? Is there a
Yellow
belly
bellies
human?
don't have yellow belly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the downside. Is most yellow belly ball pythons actually don't even have yellow bellies. It was it was
They
a
do
guy
have
named
different bellies,
Yeah, a
but-
guy named Amir down in Miami. As a matter of fact, he used to be yellowbelly.com. He was the one that kind of first proved out the not the ivory, but the yellow belly as incomplete dominant, and then ultimately produced super stripes as well. And the original animals had very yellow belly, and some still do have yellow bellies, but the
Not all of
majority of them don't have yellow bellies.
Oh, that's interesting. Can I tell a story about Amir? It's
Yeah.
not a bad one. It's
Yeah.
a funny one.
Yeah.
So the first time I go to his house with you,
Uh-huh.
we're in New York.
Uh-huh.
We pull into the driveway. Big house, big normal house that they're living in.
Oh, you're thinking of a different guy.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say Amir didn't
You're
live
thinking
in New York.
Satiri.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
A different
But I'm
guy.
going to finish the story anyways
Go
because it
ahead.
was interesting to
Yeah,
my
yep.
brain. So normal sized big house, right?
Yeah, his big house.
And I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome. And to my left, there's a mini mansion built.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, what is that, Dad? You're like, oh, they built a mini mansion for their son
Yeah. Yeah.
to play in.
Yeah, to play. And he was a kid, like like young.
It was like
Like paper
it
route
was like
young.
a elf's house. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like a
An
it was-
elf's house.
It was so,
So the
crazy.
Keebler elf, like cookies.
Yeah, it was a play.
Like,
It was like a playhouse, but it was like
Big.
beautiful, like
Yeah.
like a miniature version of
Of
a
a
mansion.
house.
And the kid was like, I think 5, something like that. Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
living in
But
that
he
life.
was, he was worth like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that was not Amir.
No, I don't.
No, Amir wasn't worth hundreds.
It was like the
Sorry,
That's
Amir.
crazy.
It wasn't us
Yeah.
either.
yeah, no. Amir was,
Satir.
I believe he was from Iran, American, but from a.
But he's always been in
Iranian
Florida,
defense.
right?
Like
But he's a
Obama?
good, he's
Yeah.
a good friend of mine. But Satiri was Greek.
yes.
So yes.
Shalina threw $5
Shalina.
just for love.
What's
Hey,
up,
Shalina?
Shalina?
She sounds cute.
Probably Shalana or
Ooh.
something, but I
Yeah.
did my best.
Shalina. If I met a Shalina, I would have to be at least friends with her.
Yeah.
It's a very unique, rich name.
Rich name.
It's-
full of character.
Yeah.
Yes, I
And
agree.
flavor.
With you. And flavor. Why?
Feel free to send a picture to Noah.
Oh, my
Shalina.
gosh.
Don't send pictures. What the don't send pictures unless you're of age.
Yeah,
consent.
that's
That's
true.
what I mean.
That's true.
We-
We don't know
we
how
don't know
old,
That
how
is
old
true, and I
Shalina
hope
is.
if you're not of age of consent, you shouldn't be doing a super chat because it ain't going to be your money either.
Really good point.
That's a valid point too.
We're
Yeah,
such smart people.
that's a valid point. Yeah. Okay.
Jonathan said, have you ever thought about getting venomous snakes like the diamondback or the water moccasins?
Yeah. Of
He
course.
thinks
Never.
about it all the time.
Literally
Think about
nightly.
it. Yeah, I think about it
You
all
should
the
be
time.
like, you should be like,
Next.
Oh my god!
I never
What?
thought of that.
Well, a great idea.
Oh my god!
That's a
It's
great
amazing.
idea.
No, I,
You can own this.
you know, I could see, obviously we will not get. So I always say, you've got to pick the hill you want to die on, right?
Yes.
And there's a lot of things, i.e., Drogo the sloth, that I'm willing to battle for. And there's some things I realize, number one, I'm not going to win. And number two, there's no sense in me killing myself to try to win something I know I will never win. And Lori will not allow us to have venomous snakes, which is completely understandable because, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
things,
Kind of
mistakes
makes
happen.
sense.
And-
Honestly, it was one of the first things that I ever said
yes, that's
right
true.
from the start.
That's true.
Before we were even married.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I don't want it because you had one that you brought in for a friend, and I was like, nope.
Yeah. So the thing is
there you
that,
go.
I know that on the vlog and stuff like that, I antagonize Lori, but I do respect things that she's very, very adamant about. And that's one of the things. And so out of respect to her, I won't ever have venomous snakes.
Thank you.
It's like it's pretty much like she's your guardian angel.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think like Bruce. I think Bruce is trying to get me killed because we always talk about the fact that I have this reoccurring nightmare. And the last time, of course, when I worked with Jasmine,
Lilith's
his white cobra, I had
Lilith,
massive deja.
the frill dragon.
I had massive deja vu about getting bit as I was working with it.
And he brought her back
and he
in.
keeps bringing it back in. He's just like, Brian, you want to play with me?
You want to play with October?
She's just waiting for me to get nailed because I think he thinks he's going to inherit the reptarium if I die.
I don't know if that's how it works, Bruce.
It's not.
Bruce, you're barking up the wrong
There's a
tree.
long chain.
Of not you before that happens.
But I do love his cobra. I do love his cobra.
It's just so ridiculous.
Speaking
Mom.
of
Don't you
Cobra.
feel that way?
What?
Don't you feel that way about his
Dad?
actions?
What's that?
If you and I ever had a dream, a vision, anything of an action of us dying, we would stay away.
Yeah, not me.
But you
I would
just are-
never-
You fondle it.
I
You're
would-
like,
yeah.
come on.
I
I'll
would
tickle
never
it.
do it on purpose. The closest thing that ever happened is when we were in
San
San
Fran.
Francisco.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
recurring dream
Yeah.
from my childhood about driving up this treacherous
Road.
road that ended up going straight up, and then I fell backwards, and that's how I wake up falling and dying. And then
Yeah.
that was terrible.
Yeah,
that
so
was
we were driving. We were just past the Golden Gate Bridge. We're just past the Golden Gate Bridge.
You
of
thought
course.
it. You guys thought it was funny in the backseat.
Oh yeah, we were
It was
dying.
not.
Jade and I were laughing because Mom was having a panic attack about the roads being too steep. Dad saw the Golden Gate Bridge and had a fucking
Shit.
panic attack.
And you're kids, and you're
so-
like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we're like, our parents are crazy.
We're fucked.
It was great.
That
It
is
was a
not
stressful
me.
afternoon.
That was not me, but I was
think
literally
so?
living one of my childhood
know.
nightmares.
It was so funny.
And a recurring one. It was one of the few that literally, like, I can't even tell you how many times I had the same dream.
It was terrifying though because the road was so steep. You couldn't see anything but
No,
sky.
I know.
Yeah, you
like,
couldn't
where
see
the
the
fuck am
road.
I
And I'm
going?
driving,
Where am
and
I
I had to drive, and I literally was almost crying. I think I was crying.
You were like laughing.
It was really freaky because, like
Oh.
you said, you can only see the sky. You
Yeah.
couldn't see the road at all.
No.
Because it was straight up. And people lived on that road.
Yes,
You're
and
like,
they were
how
passing
did-
houses, and I'm like, who chooses to live here?
Yeah,
like
that's-
literally every day, this is your drive to
Yeah.
go home.
Who knows it? Maybe somebody washing lives on a similar road.
Could you imagine?
Why did you do that,
But
person?
that was just terrible.
No, that's wild. But no, it was fun. That was
So
a good thing.
no, would never do that on purpose. Relive a nightmare.
Yeah. No, I don't mind. But,
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
I don't know.
You want to keep going?
Yeah, let's go.
Nathan
do it,
says,
baby.
my son and I watch all the time. We have a bearded dragon.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
oh,
Well,
that's
thank
cute.
you. Didn't someone say something about a bearded dragon earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, they were talking
They had
about
tips about beardies.
Yeah, tips.
I don't know if we ever gave
Yeah, I
him
don't
that.
think
We
ever did.
breezed over
I
that.
think that. Yeah. So I apologize for that.
What was the
I
bearded
think
tip?
it was something about. What was it?
I'm
Do you
going to look
remember?
for it. Hold on.
I
Let's
don't know.
think about
Beardeds
bearded
are
tip.
awesome. They're cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
You need a good heat source.
Yeah,
They need
make
to
sure
be
you
hot.
got. It's not. I
sure
always
you
say
They're
that.
easy to care for.
I always say bearded dragons. The care for bearded dragons are 100% in the setup. If you have the right setup, They're good.
Yeah.
They're perfect. You have the wrong setup, it's not going to do well for you. So just make sure you have the right good setup, and you're going to be good to go.
Yeah, that was
you
pretty
know,
much what it was.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
about like what to keep them in.
Yeah, I mean, just, and really, I mean, honest to God, even just a Zoom Head or Exoterra bearded dragon setup has everything you need.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I mean, it's really, a
Pretty simple.
pretty simple
Yep.
thing. You buy
Make
the
sure your
bearded dragon
temps are
setup.
right. You got
Yeah, it's
the
got
nice
the light
heat lamp.
bulbs. It's
Yep.
got the UV
That thing
lights.
will
It's
live
got
forever.
everything. Yeah, and well, not forever.
I know.
It'll live it through its lifespan.
But we have, Fetty has got to be what, like, how old was Fetty when we got him?
I'm not joking. I think he's like 15.
Yeah, he was up there. I think you were
He's maybe
5,
like
6.
12.
I think you were 5 or 6 or something like that.
It's crazy, right?
And yeah, you're 21 now, so he's up there. Fetty is at 15,
Stevie
maybe.
Y/Fetty.
Yeah, he might be 15 years old now.
That
I
wasn't
mean, it's
Stevie
you know,
Y.
No.
No, that wasn't Stevie Y
God.
because Stevie Y had both his eyes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Stevie Y.
Stevie Y
died.
didn't make it with you.
Yeah.
You didn't make it so long as Fetty.
I think I was taking care of him.
Yeah, that was the first mistake we had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fucked.
Yeah, Noah always did great with his pets.
I can barely take care of myself. It's very
Still.
hard.
Still,
Very hard. And that's why I don't have a child.
right.
Well, one of a few reasons.
Yeah, that might be. That's definitely one of them for sure.
I mean, I think I could have a child if I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go. Yeah,
Well,
can
you
find
need
a
another.
donor.
You need another person for that. But okay.
I could buy an egg,
And what would you do with that egg?
virtually inseminate it.
Well, I don't think Noah would have that hard of a time finding someone. I mean,
mama?
you make
A
it
baby
sound
mama?
Like, you make it sound like no one would be with Noah. Like well, you're never gonna have.
never gonna find a woman.
You having kids? That's the best joke I heard all year.
Come on, there ain't nobody ever gonna get with that boy.
That's right. I'm sorry. That's right. There's lots of roadies.
There's a lot of
Rodeos. You keep going to the rodeo, and you're gonna get so many rodeos. You're not,
You might have to.
You might-
Too many babies.
you can have a lot of baby mamas.
Ooh.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Mr. Simple Man says, would you ever do the Cage of Death at Crocosaurus Cove in Australia?
Yeah, I've done it.
Damn.
Yeah, I've done it.
Well,
It's
there's
an
your
it's
answer.
a acrylic cage. It's actually if you
Apparently,
want.
you don't die.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
listen. So it's a total. It's one of those things that's a novelty. It's a.
You don't
it's,
say.
No.
I'm done.
All right, so pull up the Cage of Death.
What is that? You
Pull up
can't
the-
start a sentence that
No,
way.
it's bullshit. It's a tourist trap. It's the Cage of Death. It looks cool, but it's not for a reptile person. This is the Cage of Death.
Oh, I remember. I remember
Yeah.
Coyote Peterson doing this
Yeah,
one.
and
man.
I did.
That's not even a cage.
There
it's
it
a
is.
cylinder. It's an
No,
acrylic
okay.
There he
tube.
is.
Yeah, there it is.
It's an
Yeah,
acrylic
so-
tube of
So
death.
Damn,
I
that's a
did. I
sick
did it
shot.
a lot
I
of
like
years
that.
before. It's Coyote did. It was no seriously.
Yeah. And we would have filmed it better too. Fuck y'all.
No, it was
Michigan,
on.
stand
It was
up.
on Snake Bites like 10 years ago. We actually have an episode of me doing the Cage
That's
of Death on Snake Bites. I don't know. I wonder. We couldn't play it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I backed
Do
that
they
up. That's
do?
cool.
Okay, wait.
You
That's
think
cool.
that's cool?
I think it's extremely cool.
So the deal is that
questions.
go ahead.
Okay, so again, you're in like a cylinder tube.
Right, yeah,
They're not
there's
going to
no danger.
Do they ever have them where it's like a cage, like a shark cage, to where like?
I don't want that.
Because well, then then it's more deadly.
I
Like
don't want that.
if you're
I
doing a
want
cage
6
of
inches.
death, you might
No,
as
and
well
that's-
have
and
like
that was my point
chances.
is that it was worth doing, and we know the guy Gavin Bedford used to run the place Crocosaurus Cove in Darwin, and he let us do it, and it was
That's a good name.
what's that?
Crocosaurus Cove.
Yeah, Crocosaurus Cove is really
Yeah.
cool. It's a really cool place, actually. It's super, super dope. If you ever get to Darwin, not a lot to do in Darwin, to be totally honest with you,
Darwin.
but that's where Jade went.
wanna
Me and
go.
Jade went, and she didn't like it very well at
Did
all.
she go in there with you?
No, we didn't we didn't do that because we were doing other things. This was when I went with Peter Birch and everyone else.
okay.
So, it's one of those things that for a reptile guy that deals with reptiles all the time, it's a novelty. It's just like a kind of like the Cage of Death makes it seem, and they put you through this like big thing where you got to sign all these papers, but no one
They
has
can't
ever
get to
died.
you
I mean,
even
the only,
if they wanted to in that thing.
no, and the only way you die in there is if you had a heart attack. You
Or if
know
you
what I mean?
suffocate, do
Or
they
yeah,
plug
drown.
the holes?
Yeah, if you get drowned in there, you know.
I mean, that would be.
But I
at
mean,
least-
don't get me wrong, it's cool, especially for a non-reptile person. It's actually pretty cool because
well, you'll never get to get up and close.
Yeah, I
with
mean, and they do feed these giant
crocs.
crocodiles like to the point where it's like
Under the
inches away
water.
from you, you know. And
Okay.
so I mean, it's neat.
Sounds pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
like I said, it's neat. Is it? Would I? It's $200. Would I pay $200 to do that? I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. But we already had this conversation about what regular people would pay for animal experiences.
But what if Brian never is Brian Barcheck?
Yeah.
You're Brian Bizarre-check.
Ooh, not
And-
bizarre
Bizarre
check.
check.
And
It's
Yeah.
a good name, actually.
And this is your
Bizarre
first
check.
time
Punch
to
up
ever
that
be
URL.
that
I can't believe my
close.
haters never
Exactly.
picked up on that one.
Yeah. Oh, you mean
Bizarre
Brian
check.
Bizarre check?
Why would
not?
my haters
Because
not?
that's kind of dumb.
I'll tell you
I would
why.
be like,
Check.
really?
This is why, Dad, because they don't have this brain.
I know. See,
It's
I think that
firing
if
off
I
like
were gonna
Firing on all
like a
cylinders.
if I were
fucking
gonna
engine.
if I were gonna diss myself, I would call myself Bizarre Check.
I don't even think that's a diss. I think that's an upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was a superhero, I'd be Brian Bizarre
Yeah,
Check.
you'd be Brain Bizarre check. Yeah.
Brain.
Brain Bizarre Check.
Woo!
I don't
Another
know
level.
if my ego is just too high.
Or if I'm just too high.
We need to call Wes up and have him write a comic book
Yeah,
about
there
Bizarre
you
Check.
go.
The Bizarre checks.
The Bizarre Checks. Anyone out there
It'd
that
be like the
writes books-
Incredibles. That'd be great.
Yeah, the Incredibles, but we're the Bizarre Checks.
And you guys like undercover
Gosh,
as a
this is so
reptile
good.
It's
zoo
pretty fucking
owner.
good.
Yeah, we undercover as a reptile, but really we're out to defeat villains.
Yeah, and you all have
And we
different
all
reptile
have reptile
powers.
powers.
And
Oh, we're fine.
What's your reptile power?
my reptile power is camouflage.
Camouflage, okay.
But
Camouflage. He's like,
and so you're defeating villains.
Yeah.
I am a villain pretending to be on your side.
So you're a double agent
I'm
villain.
a double agent.
He's bad choice Noah.
Yeah, he's bad choice. Bizarre Check.
I see that. I see that.
Bad choice, Bizarre
Crazy.
Check. Yeah. Okay. What's your
All
superpower,
right.
Lori?
What's your super
I don't know.
reptile power? I already
Really?
stole the best one, so
Oh,
you're
yeah.
fucked.
I'd be
Chameleon
know.
tongue. What?
Trying to think.
God.
Dad, are you Venom boy?
You Venom.
I can spit venom. Spit venom.
I'll call you
Really?
Venom Hunter.
That's where you're
Can
going.
you melt walls with your spit?
Yeah, I can spit
Acid
and melt
spit, yeah.
acid spit.
That's
Ooh.
sick.
Yeah, it's
Like the
pretty sick,
vinegar
man.
rune.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah,
used
you
to
know?
call sick nasty.
Yeah, I sick
Ooh.
nasty.
Sick nasty.
All right, what do we got?
Mom's not picking a power.
Jason
though.
says, a
Wait,
year
you're not
ago,
picking
my
up-
wife said no snakes.
Mm.
Now we have 16 and growing.
okay.
My wife has bought 3 snakes herself, brings our family closer together.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Is your new wife better than the other one?
That seems like quite a change.
Yeah, because that's what I basically always tell people when they say my spouse won't let me get a snake. I always say get a new spouse.
Yeah.
because that's the best way to get past that. You know.
So easy.
Oh, that's such good advice.
Just keep drinking.
Just keep drinking. Okay, that didn't go over as well as I thought it was going to.
Elizabeth Martinez says, "Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I'm always tuning in. Love
thank
your
you,
videos,
Olivia.
Lori. Lori, you're a total badass, and Noah is super hot. There you go.
Yeah.
You can get your baby mama.
Olivia. I'm gonna break
Olivia.
out in
Her
song
name's
for her.
Elizabeth.
I'm gonna break out in
It's
song.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
It's Olivia, right? Or is
No,
it
it's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
Elizabeth, you are the best. Ooh, ooh.
Elizabeth, we need some grandbabies. Can you come? Can you come quick?
Careful, she might
Okay.
come quick. Come fast. How fast? How long does it take you to come? Take you to come. Quick, huh?
All right, you guys. This is
Wait, rodeos lasted 8 seconds, right?
Don't you want a little baby Bizarre Check? Get
Careful
your
what you
butt
wish
over-
for.
Get your butt over here, Elizabeth.
But that's. I actually take offense to that. That's
Why?
all I am.
It's
Just-
all,
I'm
just
hot.
a pretty face. You're just a pretty
Am I
face.
just a face to you?
You're just a
Yes.
piece of meat there.
Come on.
That's all. He's much more than that,
Damn.
Elizabeth. Yeah.
The layers.
he's
The
that-
layers.
There's
that are
layers.
there.
Bitch, I'm an onion. I'm gonna make you cry.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Azalea says, "Hi, Lori. You're my favorite. Absolutely love your
that's
Mama
nice.
Bear energy. You can razz Brian and Noah all day, but the minute someone says anything about them, I know you're ripping heads."
Oh yeah, no, Lori beat anybody up.
Yeah.
That is true.
One time, should I tell the story of you on a school bus with Uncle Bob?
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
it just
yeah.
it proves their point.
Yeah. I think it's a good story.
Somebody was razzing on her brother.
Yeah, in high school.
And Was
Was
this
it
in
high
high
school?
school? I thought this was younger than high school.
Was it younger than high school?
It was either, yeah, I don't know. It was either upper middle school to early high school.
Mm-hmm.
And they were razzing Uncle Bobby, and my mom got sick of it. And what'd you do? You jumped over the seats, right?
Yeah.
And you punched the kid right in his mouth.
Yes, I did.
So that's what you got to do if someone's.
I was going to say, we're talking.
Yes, I did.
This reminds me, this all
And that
brings
kid
things.
shut up
Yeah,
real
it did.
fast.
And this all brings me full circle because we were talking about venomous snakes. We were talking about this. We are talking about Cobra Kai. We started watching Cobra Kai.
I did too.
You started watching?
I swear to
last
God,
night
I
we
watched it
just
2 nights
did.
ago. It's good.
It's good.
It was so good. We accidentally watched an extra episode.
Yeah, I know, because I went upstairs and tried to watch something else on Netflix, and too many people watching because somebody was watching Cobra Kai downstairs. I was like,
That's a good one.
they're
But it
still
reminds
That's
watching.
a good one.
It kind of reminds me of Lori, though. You know, strike first.
Yeah.
Strike first. Oh, she's
Strike
Cobra
first.
Kai.
I do relate with Johnny so much.
So much. Sensei.
And every now and then she does punch you in the throat. Yeah.
Trachea.
A trachea punch. Yeah, that's.
It was a good show though, man.
We've only gotten in 3 episodes out of, and there's 3 seasons, so we've got quite a
we're-
ways to go. So I'm in, man. I'm totally in.
They're fun. They're quick. 20 minutes, they fly by.
Yeah, they do.
I know.
fly
I
by.
literally went through the whole series.
I think
so
they're
quick, dude.
30 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
You finished in 2 days?
Yeah, I was off yesterday. I didn't do shit. I just watched it.
That's Jay's. That's Jay's superpower.
Yeah, binge
Binging
watch.
TV.
That's ridiculous.
It wasn't that bad.
That's
It was actually really
crazy.
good.
Yeah, it was a good.
day.
Yeah, it was really great. Honestly.
Jay, think about this. I'm sorry for the fans, but real quick, think about how great of a compliment that is for the creators of that series.
Yeah,
though.
that's true.
Yeah, for
To
sure.
be
No, it's
able
great.
to binge a 3-season series in one day.
But think about it. Most series are an hour long
Yeah.
for each episode, so
So
it's like
you
a
watch
1.5
1.5
seasons.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
That's still. I mean,
if someone did that,
He
to
goes,
my
yeah.
content,
I couldn't do that. I haven't. It usually
I'll
takes me
be-
a month to do 1 season.
Yeah, but you're
that's,
weird.
different.
You're
different.
weird.
You're like, I got to watch one on Wednesday, one on Friday. I got to
hate-
make it last.
It's so hard to watch shit with him because he's like, okay, it's over, and he's like, okay,
like, no.
let's watch something.
3
I'm like-
episodes a night at least. At least.
I'm
Fuck
like,
that
we
shit.
The
just
same way.
started this series.
the same way
like-
because I get my doses fast.
Yeah.
And my
No.
my dosometer is full.
I
with one
watch it
episode.
until I fall asleep, and then the next day when I start, I watch it till I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's how I am too.
Okay.
Until it's
But I'm up
done,
till 2,
and
3 in the
then-
morning. So
And then I'm sad. Like that is, I love to do that, but there's nothing sadder than finishing a series and then knowing like, oh, that was the last.
it's like going on a bender.
And then
man.
you got to try to find the next one. Like what? It is like.
Yeah.
No,
you
it is
never
because
know.
when you're done, you're like withdrawing. You're
I
like,
know.
fuck, I need
It's
more
no different
Ozark.
than when you finish like a good book or a good series of books. Like Jade gave me those. I know I'm not going to talk about
Crazy
them, but the
Rich
Crazy Rich
Asians.
Asians. I did the second book already. That was done. I haven't started the third because then it's like okay, once I do that, then it's done. Like
That
Dun,
was
dun, dun.
yeah.
done.
Yeah, it's a bummer that
One time.
it's a bummer when, especially with this year. It's a bummer with this year. Like, let's say Ozark is going to be a lot longer
heard-
before. What'd you hear?
I heard they're done.
No,
They
I'll
axed
kill
it.
myself. No, come
No.
on.
I heard somebody talking on the
I'll end it
radio
right
of
now.
things
Come on,
that are
don't.
ended in 2021.
No, I think
and
that
they,
was clickbait.
Ozark
I think that was
one of them.
clickbait.
It was a radio. What do you mean clickbait?
Yeah, I think
They
it was
clickbait.
No, I think it was clickbait because no, I saw a thing on Twitter that said that like shows canceled and it said Ozark.
Yeah.
And then I went through the whole 20 pages and it never mentioned Ozark.
Interesting.
So let's punch it up. Is Ozark canceled?
I don't really want to, dude.
I
Oh yeah,
know.
because yeah.
I'm gonna
no,
be
let's
so
do
upset.
It. No, there's no way they could do it. The way that ended. There's
Listen,
no way.
they
and
end
plus,
series all the time. Like if
I-
they just pull the plug.
I just don't think there's any way that it could.
I feel like you would see it right
Yeah,
away.
if you
in
just
the
say
news.
canceled, I'd say canceled.
like it's not even a thing.
I don't think there's. The answer
We
to
were
the
the
question
first
No.
is yes,
yes
and no.
no.
Has been renewed for season 4, but its 4th installment is set to be its last run.
Oh, okay, that's
So
fine.
That makes sense.
So they
you know?
okay. So the next one will be the last.
That's
Yeah,
fine
so-
though, because I think that's enough to
yeah.
tell that story, man.
Ozark
Yeah.
gives me Breaking Bad vibes.
It's the same type of show.
Definitely.
I've never seen Breaking
that
Bad.
first
so-
Great
one,
show,
like
Brian.
it was hard to get into that. because that
Ozark?
yeah, because that first one was just like
From
I'm
the first scene.
Yeah, I'm just like, holy shit, what is this? And like
That was
you know,
really the first series that I watched during COVID.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not a TV guy. I was not a TV guy. I'm a little more of a TV
yeah,
guy.
because you didn't watch. I rewatched it with you because you had never watched
that was,
the first.
Yeah, I'd never
That
watched
was a good
it.
one.
So now I watch more TV than I've ever watched before. You know, but that was the first probably series.
No,
that I
Tiger King
watched.
probably was. I think Tiger King came out first.
No, I watched Ozark before Tiger
Did you?
King.
Yeah,
I
we
watched
were
Ozark.
started-
Okay.
Yeah, I watched Ozark. I was watching Ozark while Tiger King came out.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, I started because literally
Well,
when we got quarantined, I think that was the very first thing I was like, I guess I gotta watch some
But
TV. You know,
if we go back in the
Quarantinis.
day, we used to watch shows
Yeah, like,
on
yeah,
TV together.
yeah,
Like we
Seinfeld
watched
and-
Seinfeld and Mad About You. Like we had shows
Yeah.
that we used to watch
Yeah.
together years ago, and then you kind of like
once it
got
became
away from-
streaming, you were more into the movie
You got
side.
rid of- away
no,
from
I think what
watching TV.
I think, and I've talked a lot about this in therapy recently about how like over the course of maybe the last 15 years or so ago, I think that I've become more like upset when I don't optimize my time towards achieving things. And now I'm trying to go the other way and realizing that it's not healthy to if I took a half an hour to do something other than work, I would feel guilty.
Yeah, that's silly.
And now I'm like saying, no, I can watch a TV show. I can sit down with my family and eat dinner, and I can do anything, and it's good for me, you know? So
agree.
that's why I stopped watching TV is that, after Sopranos and all these things, it was probably Sopranos was probably the last
Yeah.
series that I watched, actually
That's
up
right.
until just this. And when did Sopranos end? I mean, 10 years ago,
That was a
15
long
years
time
ago. So I probably haven't watched a TV show since then, and now I'm kind of watching them again.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it makes sense though. Like, it makes more sense for like a single person though,
For what?
to be able to like, feel guilty, to devote all their time to work.
Well, I think that it's not healthy for anyone, even if you're single or not, because
At least
it's,
you can like have an excuse if you're single. You can be like, well, it's on me, baby. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just living my life. I want what I want.
But I still think I think that there's balance is so important, and like I've talked about, I've gotten so far out of balance in the last 15 years that I'm trying to pull balance back into my life and enjoying life. And I know Lori and I talked about when things start to open up again, we'll get out and start playing hockey again. And I think that'll be really great for me, to get that kind of just, away from everything and
Shoot some wristers, clap bombs, top titty. I mean, shit.
Yeah. So, but I think my point is I think that, it's like I can still work hard when I work, and I still, even doing the things we're doing, we're still work way more than most people would ever imagine we'd work, We're still, ridiculous.
Never
but
enough.
No, it is enough. It's more than enough, I think.
Never enough.
I think we work more than we should.
Depends.
Personally.
Hey, baby. I mean, I'm chilling. Let's hit some supers.
Sorry, I was just watching, dude. So you know how we had the time lapse in with Drogo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jay just sent me a video of Drogo on the tripod, chilling out.
Oh my god.
He's on the tripod now.
Yeah, he's on the ground, but he's like holding onto the tripod, like it's his. Dude.
He was-
what a
yeah.
nut.
Can we say what he was inside of, like the new accessory? you got him?
Yeah. It's,
You got
you'll
a
see it.
swing.
You will see it in the vlog here coming in the coming days.
That's why I wasn't sure if
But
you wanted
yeah,
to
it's
spoil
all
it.
good.
But yeah, it's Lori bought him a new toy,
Swing.
a swing,
Pretty cool.
a swinger.
It is really dope.
All right,
That's cool.
super.
Boss
Super.
Ham says 3 mil subs. Do a snake giveaway in a time limit.
Do it.
So
Normal
No,
ballpark.
we
hard.
don't give away.
Yeah.
We don't give away.
yeah, so I'm not a
Oh,
big
yeah.
so I'm not a big fan of giving away animals, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind doing a giveaway
Right.
of something, anything.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've thought about that recently about maybe doing some sort of
merch or
big-
something like
yeah,
that.
something like pretty, maybe even something pretty amazing, like maybe a full paid trip to the Reptarian. I don't know yet. I just have been starting to
Damn.
think about it, But yeah,
The
and
guy
the
from
problem,
India wins.
it,
like
would have
30
to be
grand.
obviously in the country because of COVID.
It'd have to be someone in Michigan, like within a 5-mile radius.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to pay.
If you live in Lansing,
I'll pay for your gas. I'll pay for your gas. To
so you
drive
got $30
over.
good?
We'll
Get you Tivoli's pizza.
Call it even.
No, I mean obviously you can't do out of the country now because of the virus thing and
The
stuff
vid.
like that. But
What?
But I've thought about something.
The what?
The vid?
I've never even heard of that.
No, I don't know anything about it. Anyway.
Crazy.
It's something from a long time ago, man.
It's something
That was last
happened
year, I
in-
thought.
Yeah, that was
We're in
last year.
2021.
Yeah, it's over now.
It's still here?
Old news.
It's
Old news.
But I don't know. So the reason I don't like giving away snakes is I just feel like
It devalues the animal.
It devalues the animal from the standpoint that I don't want to give it to someone that maybe really is like, oh yeah, I got a for snake, but I don't even really want it, and you know what I mean? It's
Might
like
not
I want
care for it.
Yeah,
right.
I want people to want the animal they get,
Yeah.
and I've never been a fan of giving away animals.
It's even why
Makes
adoption
sense.
places don't just give away.
Right,
You have
you
to
still
pay
have to pay
because
an
they want to
adoption
make.
fee,
Yeah, they
yep.
want to make sure you're going to. If you could pay for this animal, then you'll pay for its food. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so but a giveaway may happen for sure.
Referring to an adopted child as an animal is really funny.
Wait, what? You're the one doing.
said that.
You said you have to pay for the adoption.
No,
And
for
if
an
you
animal.
Can pay for the animal, you can pay for its food.
That's not what
I'm
he
talking about
said.
animals,
You are
though.
the only
Click
one.
in
You
my
are the
head.
only one.
You're like
talking
adopted
about
children.
humans, right?
It was fucking funny.
That little animal.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for that damn little animal.
That is true. That
Hey,
is true.
say it, boy. Dude.
Yeah.
If you have to
Yeah.
pay for anything, you value it more. It is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's 100% true.
If I
And
ever
that's why I
adopt
used to
another
make you
kid-
guys as kids buy your own stuff sometimes.
That's why if I ever adopt a kid, I'm going to make like the glorified doghouse, for the little kitty house.
Oh, the
you know,
mansion.
like the mansion, the little miniature mansion.
Mini
You li-
mansion.
that lives in there.
that lives in there.
That lives in there. That little animal,
So
that
we're gonna
little
get
animal.
out of here.
That sentence was
It's a good thing we
crazy.
never necessarily wanted to adopt
No.
because with those words, we never
That
would.
lives in there.
We
in the
never
bag.
get approved.
With the dog.
He lives there with the alligators.
Yeah, with the turtle. Get in the pond.
Trickling hole.
That's the best one. No, please.
My God, I don't even understand what's going on here. Yeah.
It's the road trip 2020.
2020, baby, was a great year, man.
Let Roses Burn said, can't stick around, but wanted to send my best. I missed Lori last couple times.
Yeah, me
well, thank
too.
you. Hopefully, you're still here.
Lori's
If you're
getting on the
still
super chats today,
here- I know
dude.
Lori's getting it going on.
Well,
I mean,
thank you guys. Well, if you keep it up, maybe I'll start my own.
Ooh, 2021.
Ooh.
Locked in Lori is coming.
No, that's not. That's
I'm
not
telling
it.
you, Locked in
It goes
Lori.
That's not it.
No, it would be and then instead of the gun, it was wine pouring.
Or the
cork, yeah,
the
the
cork.
cork.
Yeah.
Oh,
Locked and Lori.
oh my God, we fucking are. Why
We're
are
on
we
to
so good at this shit?
I know, right? I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Locked and
know.
Lori is a good one, though. Locked and Lori is a good one.
It is.
And
She just doesn't
High
like
class Python says, Brian, my first time female that is 1,500 grams has been paired now the second time, and she seems not interested in food too much. How do I know if I should stop?
Well, don't stop until you're 1,000%, okay? That's a mistake that a lot of people make is they stop breeding too early, thinking that some animals are showing signs. Stop. All right, please stop.
Please stop.
No, I mean, number one, it is early, so I don't want to say that she can't be gravid because certainly you can have a gravid female this early, but chances are good. So, if you're seeing she's off of food, she's swelling, she's glowing, she's wrapping her food, her water bowl. Yeah, they glow. They do a. No, they seriously do. They
Dude,
glow.
Brian be down there all day, dude. He's like, dude, you see this one? Look how yellow it is.
You're talking about the pregnancy
No,
glow.
He's not kidding. He
I'm
does.
serious.
women do that too.
I
Real
know.
life human
Yeah.
women.
And ball
Real
pythons
life
do too.
human women.
They glow.
Yeah.
You
As
ever seen a
opposed to-
pregnant woman? It's
Yeah,
the
they
most
always say-
beautiful thing in the
They
world.
always say it's glow. Yeah, women glow, but so do ball pythons. Ball pythons glow. I'm serious.
I believe you.
It's called the
Pastel turns into a pastel entry
I
real quick.
believe
dude.
you.
There's
you.
even
I'm
a
just
term
doing
for
it.
it, the glow before they go.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So if all those things are happening, then maybe you have a gravid female. More likely, she's not gravid and she's just off of food for a
Are
little
you
bit.
even sure you have a ball python?
Are you sure it's not a real life human woman?
Yeah. If a woman in a cage.
If she's not glowing, she's not going.
I keep trying to feed her these rats.
That's how you know.
But the other thing is to learn, if you can learn how to palpate, that would be a really good idea because then you can palp for
Women
eggs.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Palpation. Okay, so Little Bogus says a
Bogus.
pocket-sized giraffe. I would take it everywhere. That was for the
Remember
what
the
size?
Russian giraffe.
It's a
yeah.
callback.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Russian giraffe.
That is a great one. A pocket-sized giraffe.
Well, actually, it was interesting because there was a really successful live stream. I don't know what company did it.
Of the live bird.
Of the miniature. Like people thought it was real. It was a Russian live stream that was a miniature giraffe. And for a long
I
time,
thought it was a commercial.
well, there was a commercial for it too. But before the commercial, they actually did a live stream saying that they GMO'd a
I remember
dwarf giraffe.
because
And
you
people
Googled
would-
it immediately. Like, is this a real thing? Because you were
Right,
going to
yeah.
get one.
Yeah, I wanted one.
Oh, damn. Could you imagine?
But yeah, there was a live stream and it was a great thing. They literally like had this little giraffe would occasionally pop on the screen as it was running around its paddock and it was all fake though.
Of
Paddock.
course.
What's
But
a
it'd be cute
paddock?
as hell.
Oh, paddock.
A paddock is like
Where's
a
that?
cage.
It's a cage.
It's like a
Paddock.
pen.
Yeah,
Interesting.
pen. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like
Square
a T-Rex
enclosure.
paddock.
Yeah.
I like that word.
Yeah, it is a good one. We should call all our enclosures paddocks. from
Maybe
now
you
on.
should
Oh.
name your kid that.
That's a good name.
Elvis-
No, that's a
Elvis
good
is
name.
paddock.
Paddock.
I would rather name him Maddox.
Maddox, there's a-
Maddox.
What do you think about Giuseppe?
Maddox.
Oh, that's
Giuseppe.
a
I mean, I
it's a
will-
good Italian name.
I already
huh?
know.
that name.
Iron Man.
naming my kid Giuseppe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Giuseppe.
I will name my kid Giuseppe. I don't
Giuseppe.
care.
Thank you.
Bizarro check.
Giuseppe Bizarro Check.
Bizarro
I'm
check.
serious, I
yeah,
will.
his
So-
middle name could be Bizarro check.
So Alexis or whatever her name was,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, the best.
Elizabeth, how do you feel about Giuseppe? Yeah, before you come out, and
Will
hang
you
out.
grow my Giuseppe in your belly?
Oh,
That's what I
my
want to know.
gosh. That's all he wants to know.
Unless
It's a fair question.
Only if you're of age. We still don't know that.
It's pretty.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
probably the 18.
we got to
yeah,
that part.
Yeah. She's
But just
probably
have to
paying-
clarify,
Yeah, because
of
most
course.
people
These
under
game-
18
I
don't
know.
have a
You know.
credit card.
I raised him to be responsible. He understands.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
we just have no time to be canceled out here.
No, we have no time.
You got no time to be going to jail for those things either.
Nah.
No, let's not do that.
Keith says a croc that stays leopard gecko size, and that would probably be mine too, like an alligator, an alligator that stayed the size of the baby
Imagine,
gators.
like,
That's a good one, man.
Dude,
Good.
That's a
these
good
gators are so
handheld-
cute, man.
Yeah.
That felt like
No, that's
Spy
a-
Kids. Like that feels like a Spy Kids gadget. Like
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I mean, if you had like a saltwater crocodile, but it was leopard gecko size, poof.
What a cute,
Yeah, that
little
would be
fun
amazing.
animal.
It would
A
hurt.
little Cuban?
It would
A little
hurt if
Cuban,
it
yeah.
bit you, but
Yeah.
like it wouldn't
Murder
kill
you.
you,
Yeah, little
right?
Cuban cross. Yeah.
It just hurt.
jump, bouncing around everywhere, running super fast.
Yeah. No, I
That'll be
like that.
cool.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Although I would like it to be just a little bigger.
Of course
than
you
a
would.
No,
leopard
you're like maybe
gecko.
like
You
the size
want
of a tegu.
Yeah, because I want it to kind of fuck you up, not real
No,
bad.
not quite as much as not as big as salt and pepper because that hurts.
Just baby gator size.
Yeah,
Oh, does it, Mr. Barchek?
it does. I'm thinking like maybe
Yeah.
like bearded dragon size.
Okay, yeah, I can
Bearded
get down
dragon
with that.
size.
That'll
That,
be
you know,
awesome.
It hurt,
I think
but it
smaller
wouldn't be
is
bad.
better. They'd be cuter and less.
Yeah, like the baby
dangerous.
gators, dude. So friggin'
When are we
cute,
gonna
man.
I
start
want them to be a little bigger.
genetically
lighter.
manufacturing these things?
I'm
Have
sure
you,
it's happening.
Have you never watched Jurassic Park?
No, I have, and
It
I
doesn't end
want
well.
it. I don't
Well,
care
scientists
how
say
the
that-
ending
Want
is.
it.
I want the middle part.
Yeah.
I want it. I don't care.
I want the joy in the between.
Scientists say they're within 2 years of being able to resurrect the woolly
Jesus?
mammoth. The woolly mammoth.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So within 2 years they can bring back the woolly mammoth. So
I mean,
if they
I
can
honestly
start bringing
didn't know
back
what
that,
he was gonna say. Like if it was like your relative,
the only
or
person-
whatever. Like
Holy shit, that would be disgusting.
it would be
Just see him come back.
exactly like Walking Dead shit.
Yeah, and you're just
That's
like,
possible.
oh my.
You're like, you were gone for a
God, bro.
while.
You look like shit. Like,
yeah. Well, that's why they mummified people, right?
Yeah, come back in the afterlife.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa.
I am. in the afterlife.
Lisa said, just want to send thanks for the breeding tip on your last snake talk, especially the part about not temp cycling. I'm trying to breed my white lip pythons right now.
Yeah,
Sweet.
they'll help with white lips too. So yeah, good luck if you breed them. I want babies. Right, that way.
Right, little Lord.
That right, little Lord? Come on, tell us. We want to see from you.
Ain't that right?
All right.
On the white lip.
You don't always get what you want. How's that for
Yeah,
a
that's
song?
true. Yeah, life is a disappointment.
Life's
It's a
disappointing.
series of disappointments.
Life sucks. Quit.
Let Roses Burn came back and said, my mom always said she wished there was a German Shepherd that stayed the size of a puppy.
Yeah. Well, I've always said
Well-
if you could,
I know.
if you could make a dog a
I do
puppy,
too.
if you could make a dog a puppy, but with the adult attitude,
Oh
like
my
the
God.
Yeah,
cuteness
let
of
me
a puppy.
tell you. Yeah,
Big
Zeus. Oh
paws.
my God, no. He started getting great about 5.
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah,
he's
for-
awesome now. Like when
Yeah.
he
He
was
is
a
great.
puppy, oh my God, he was terrible.
horrible.
He never stopped.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
just
hyper.
barking, biting, running. Like, it was,
Yeah.
and it lasted for like 4 years.
Yeah, no,
No.
he was hyper.
No.
Imagine if you took his attitude now,
endless
though, and then
puppy
put him
Zeus?
into the
No.
puppy.
Yeah,
I think
he
that's
was
where
such
I'm
a
at.
cute puppy.
This is very depressing, but I think Artemis dying really shocked him.
Yeah, it could be.
He changed after.
No, he did.
He did.
But
But it
also he
also
was-
was at that age. Like literally the vet told me because I didn't realize like different dogs had different things. Most dogs, like when they turn a year old, mellow out and get past that puppy stage. And I remember like he was like 1 year old and I took him to the vet for his checkup and I was like, oh, I'm so glad, like, oh, finally a year old. She's like, you realize that shepherds stay in the puppy age, until like 4. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah. She goes, no. She goes, they don't mellow out until they. And I'm like, you gotta be.
Is it too late to
And
give
I
him back?
swear to God, like, and unfortunately, that was around the same time when Artie did die
Yeah.
too, so it kind of coincided. But literally, like, I could see like. That was the age where it like
Yeah.
he just started mellowing. I was like, oh my God, she was right. Like that was crazy.
It was. I remember. Yeah, you're right.
But most dogs only take about a year.
Yeah.
Not him.
Dude,
Not him.
our fans are crushing it today, by the way. I mean, there is just unlimited super chats
Yeah,
lined up.
thank you. You guys
Oh,
are
dude,
awesome.
they've
you,
been the
guys.
last few weeks have been
Thank you guys. You guys
crushing.
are crushing.
You guys are the
Thank you guys
best.
for the super chat. Seriously,
we
you guys are wonderful.
appreciate
Sorry
that.
that there was a little bit of a rocky start.
I
to
know.
the-
Aren't you glad we
the
didn't stop
podcast,
though?
yeah.
Because look,
I'm
now it's been
very-
good the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the worst was going to happen. We were just going to restart. I didn't think we were
Well,
going to
we
like
lose
can it.
I was
everybody.
just,
Yeah.
I was just worried about
But we
that.
had, but we only had a couple hundred people at the time. They would have probably relogged on, but
We'll see.
But it worked out great. So
worked out
didn't work
great.
out.
Yeah, shout out
Who knows
people.
what happened with that? That's the first time that's happened to
Yeah,
us.
that's the first time that it's been
down here.
no human error and just life happening.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I like to blame you, Jay.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
fine.
Jay fucked it up. Yeah.
It's my it's
was
my
Bruce up there.
alien helmet.
Your finger was on the
Alien
button, I
helmet.
know.
Speaking of alien, we got to talk about aliens.
gotta
at
talk about the
least once,
aliens.
at least once.
Because for the past few weeks now,
There's a
there's
lot of alien stuff, man.
yeah, exactly. New news about aliens gets
And it's
dropped.
accelerating. It's accelerating.
Yeah, and
I
we
think
got
that they're
video
sneaking.
proof.
I think they're sneaking it in, man. I think that they're slowly sneaking in a lot of alien stuff.
We got
so
video,
that-
Mom.
Yeah, there was a blue alien ship that they caught that was actually USO,
You
which
got
is
the video?
well,
We
no, it's
have
not.
video
Yeah, it's
You got the video.
USO,
right here.
which is a unidentified
Hawaii
submerged-
5-0. What?
submersible.
Hawaii 5-0 canceled. What?
Damn it! Not this again.
See, Aloha aliens,
I wanna-
glowing blue. Yeah, it's a little
Oh, it
tough
was
to
in
see for
Hawaii?
all.
I just want to make sure I don't have volume on.
Yeah, so
We're gonna
this is
see
in
it right
Hawaii.
here.
What part of Hawaii?
it was some
Meli
place.
Meli
Did our-
Kimaka.
Did our family see it?
No, but see that's
Look at that
look at
fucking
that
thing.
blue-
Elon Musk did not make that.
Yeah, that's an alien.
Do you
right
think I
there.
could show this on the podcast or should I not?
I wouldn't.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't,
never
just to
will.
be safe. It's a YouTube.
You guys
video,
can look
so-
it up.
Yeah, you guys can look it up.
Hawaiian
It's got-
UFO.
Yeah,
And I think
Hawaiian
it's just
UFO.
audio that gets.
No, video gets it too. They'll clip
See,
us for
again, like, whatever.
it. What?
What?
I mean,
Well,
you're
we
n-
can watch
you're
it,
Never,
they're just
no,
not
no,
gonna
no.
see it.
I'm saying, like, you're never gonna get me to go, oh my God, an alien when I see a little light.
Well,
Just like,
I'm the same way where like
Yeah,
I
I
don't
need a
consider
body.
that to be a alien. I just think it's a
Yeah.
weird piece of some type of technology, and whether it's from here,
Dude,
or
I
China,
I mean, it
or
could be so
universe, who
many
knows?
things.
But it
could-
was in the air
could
and it submerged into the water.
It could be a fucking.
Cool drone or
like
something.
anything,
A star.
like, could
It could
fall
be-
into
A
the
star
water.
does not
like,
fall in the water.
You don't know
Sure it
that.
can.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
It enters the atmosphere.
So you work for
if a
NASA.
s- If a star went in our water, the whole planet would be dead because a star is 1,000,000 times bigger than the Earth.
But maybe there's
Maybe
a
it
new
was a
star.
little-
That's what
maybe
I'm saying.
it was a little
There's just so
piece
much shit.
of
Do
the
they
star.
you know
have
what
like
sci-
miniature drafts and miniature stars?
Yeah.
Could be.
Dwarf stars.
It's honestly
Brian,
There are
naive.
red dwarfs,
Brian,
but they're still.
space is so vast. You have no
That's
idea
what I'm
what's
fucking
out there.
saying.
Oh,
Jesus.
Dan,
Like,
turned it
come
around on
on.
you, dude.
Come on.
It is so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
It's naive of us to say there's not midget drafts, and also
Mid giraffes.
It's yeah.
and also
not
it's
midget,
like
small.
who knows? Oh, small person draft. Sorry, and
little
little
person
person draft. And it's stupid that who knows? Maybe a fucking star can just pop up out of thin air. We haven't been around forever.
All right. So let me ask you both this.
Let's
What's
see.
more likely?
I'm ready.
There being alien spaceships that entered into the atmosphere or a miniature star crashed into our ocean? What's more likely?
That's dumb.
Miniature
For
star.
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say miniature star.
No, UFO from aliens. And I would say the
Interesting.
better question
Debatable.
is it
Exactly. That's my take too.
the better question
Your
is
opinion, my opinion.
is
You
it
got
better
two
is it a
opinions.
UFO with aliens or is it just some technology we don't know about? That's the real question.
It's just a
possible.
drone.
That's
that crashed.
more
Debatable.
that's
It's
more
possible.
likely.
It's possible. I'm just
Anything
saying.
is possible. That's
I'm
the
just
beauty of
saying,
it. Anything
you
is
guys are
possible.
gonna
Those
really-
fucking aliens suck at driving if they crash in the water.
No,
Constantly.
No, there's
Constantly,
dude,
right?
there's a village under there where they're living, you idiots. Like,
Don't
come
know
on.
that.
You know this.
A lot of people think that
Atlantis.
There's
Yeah.
No, a lot of
Now
people
you're
think
getting
that
it. The city of
USOs
Atlantis
there's
is all
actually
aliens,
there's
not
actually
mermaids.
aliens that live under in like the marine.
That's
That's
what
why
the mermaids
that's why we don't
Mariana Trench.
Aquaman
Yes, you're right.
is an alien.
now you're onto something.
Holy shit. And Marvel's a part of it. Whoa.
Dolphins.
This
Octopus.
conspiracy
You guys joke.
is
Did you see
so
Did you see the
multi-layered.
fucking Instagram story I posted yesterday?
No, which one? Well, yeah, I did, but I can't remember what it was.
They found out that
Octopus?
no, they found out that octopus randomly punch fish out of just rage.
Shut
Wow.
up. How did
Road
you not
rage?
send me this?
I posted it on
Yeah,
my
this seems
story.
like a Lori story.
Shut
I
the hell
posted
up.
on my
Is there a
story.
picture? Are they really like poof punching a
Yeah.
Can you
fish?
punch that up? Octopus
Yeah,
punch
please,
fish out of
I don't
rage.
know how to find my old stories.
And it's probably we could probably it's
Punching fish, please.
out of for spite. It's
How
like
did
for
you
spite.
not send me this?
Let's watch it real
It's
quick.
so good.
That
This is
damn
peanut
ad.
butter. What the fuck
It's
is
the best. It's an ad, mom. It's how we make a moolah.
Okay, here it goes.
Alright, wait.
This fish. Oh, he's just punching that fish.
Yeah.
Look at this. He just
You
goes
stupid
like,
fishy.
"Hey, get away from here.
But that wasn't even the best one.
Oh, that wasn't a good punch.
Dude, but they're definitely beating the shit out of him for no reason.
But
Boom.
You have to wonder,
You-
like,
the
is
one-
he just trying to be like, hey, stay away from me, or is he really just
Dad,
Oh no, that was
That was
he
a good
yeeted
punch.
him, dude.
That was
Yeah.
a good punch.
No, they're so smart, dude. There's no way they're not punching the shit out of him.
and I have a great
guess
one.
they do
If
that a
there's
lot.
not
It's quite a common behavior. Quite a common behavior.
oh, he's loading up. He's cocking up. He's cocking up.
Boom.
I want to see one go flying.
This one, the one I have, does go flying. So if we don't get satisfied from
Oh.
this, I'll literally
Come on,
launch
yeet
it up
him,
here.
yeet him. Oh, that was nothing.
yeah, that was
Oh, this
nothing.
looks like it has potential. He's gliding.
Oh, is this like road rage?
No, that guy.
Oh, there's nothing even here, dude.
All
They're just-
right,
all right.
all right. Yeah.
They did find that
I have to show you this.
octopi. Is it octopi or is it octopuses?
Octopuses, yeah.
I thought so.
But it doesn't matter.
Done that. But anyway, octopuses make cities too. They just found Octopolis, they called it, and then another one,
Octopolis.
Octlantis. Yeah.
Octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Isn't it crazy?
Fuck, I really want to show you the one where because it goes flying, dude. Please try to. How the fuck can you find it? Look up Say Cheese TV Octopus. Say Cheese TV Octopus Punch. Fuck, that's
Oh
Yeah, it had it.
There was.
Yeah, it's right there.
perfect. Please.
This
On
one.
Fuck,
Instagram?
I mean, fuck it.
I don't know if you can find
Damn
though.
it. What happened? There was the scroll down.
Yeah.
Find it in
Who
video.
knows?
Fuck.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. We get the
It
point.
matter.
does
We get it.
matter
No, we
because
get
it's
the point.
so
The
good.
octopus.
Y'all can go
punch.
check
You
out
can
Noah's
show
story
me-
on Instagram
No,
if
it's
you want to
not
see it.
even
in
You
there.
can show me later.
Noah Barczyk.
It's fucking depressing.
Listen, I always appreciate a good punch.
Damn it.
Yeah,
me
I
too.
think Lori likes octopus more than ever now.
I do like that
my favorite.
respect, right?
Best animal
You're
out there.
annoying me. Poof.
We should get Octopus if we do an expansion though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll
did
be
you-
fun to keep in
Did
there.
you never watch Dr. Dolittle? They open the cage.
Yeah, they
can-
are very
They're
smart.
the smartest
and they do
animal
get
besides
out.
us, dude.
They can
Well, I
Yeah,
realize
probably
that,
not
but so
good.
what?
Yeah, and then they let the other things out.
You've never seen Finding Nemo,
that's a
obviously.
different one. That's a
Clearly,
different-
you didn't.
Yeah, Finding Dory
he's
or
not
whatever.
You guys
a,
are making
he's
things
not
up now.
He's not a good.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Disney.
No, okay.
Shane Lee came back. He was talking about how he got through his depression before. And
Yeah.
he said, yeah, it's crazy. I don't feel like the same person. I have so much more energy, and I want to get up every day. Hope everyone can make it out.
Yeah, and I'm so happy for you.
Hell yeah,
and,
dude. Congrats.
And you're an example for anyone that's listening or watching that is going through depression or anxiety. Shane is an example of how you can get to the other side. You know, it's not a death sentence. You know,
It's a puzzle.
it is a puzzle. It really is a
Yeah,
puzzle. And
it's a good way to put
it's you know, it was funny. I was watching this thing the other day, and it was talking about how, again, I've made this analogy of like going to the gym to train your body, and the same thing with your mind, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I talked to you about yesterday, Lori, is distraction. You know, we have trained our brains to be distracted so badly through technology. You know, I mean, I pick my phone up a million times a day to be distracted. So, no, you could be talking to me, and I could be thinking I'm listening to you, but I'm so distracted that I pick my phone up. And although it feels like I'm in a conversation with you, you notice that I am looking at my phone, but I don't even realize that I'm looking at my phone
Wow, that's
because I'm
crazy.
so distracted.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
and
we
that's,
know.
no, I know
Yeah.
you know. I
Because
know.
sometimes we'll just stop talking
Yeah.
and we'll just be like, okay, it's done.
Well, no, so my point is that, you know, I realize that that's an issue, and I'm working on it hard right now to try to be less distractive and in the moment. So this is what I've said.
But we
you know,
all suffer from it.
no, right. But what I'm saying is that when it comes to anxiety and or depression, there's two things you cannot be anxious or depressed and this at the same time, and that's mindfulness and gratefulness. If you are mindful, which means living in the moment, and grateful, you cannot be depressed or anxious.
Impossible.
Right? It's impossible. That's a proven
Because they're like
fact.
oxymorons
Right.
to each other.
So
yeah.
if you can learn to live in the moment and not think of the past, not think of the future, live in the moment, be engaged in the moment, as well as be grateful for that moment and be grateful for the things around you, both anxiety and depression will fade. Now, that doesn't mean that you can do that in a snap. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
well, now I'm going to be mindful and grateful. It takes time. You go to the gym to build muscle. You need to go to that mental gym
To build mindfulness.
mindfulness and gratefulness.
love
And it
that.
takes time. And if you can take
true.
the time to do it and you break those distractive brain waves, eventually you stop being distracted.
Well,
Tommy-
can I tell you though, even people who don't suffer from anxiety or depression, anybody, same thing. Just like I said, like yesterday was an awesome day for me
Yeah.
because exactly that. Like in the day that we had of nothing, there was nothing scheduled, nothing planned, just relax, just we're not going to do anything, just whatever we want to do. And in many of the moments during that day, that was me. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is just so nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to do anything. I can do whatever I want to, or
that
I can do
awesome?
nothing. And like
Yeah.
many times during that day, and it was funny too, because even in that, like the whole day really went slow for me, which is also very unusual.
Yeah,
Because
usually
normally
it
days
goes
are
too
just like
quick.
boom, 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 because you
Right.
got so much going on. Or if you're like trying to take a day off, it just seems like, oh, well, shit, that was just a wasted day. But that day didn't. Like,
No,
and I'm
that's
looking
nice.
That's
going,
so
oh my
sick.
gosh, like this is so awesome. And it's only 11 o'clock. I still have so many hours. And the same thing, I look, it's only 1 o'clock, like,
That's
and,
so cool.
and yeah, it was, I think, just like you were saying, just kind of just enjoying the moment of doing whatever it is.
That was a recent Bill Murray interview. Somebody interviewed him and asked him kind of like, what does he want out of life in his future? Like,
Right.
because he's achieved so much in his past or whatnot. And he said, trying to stay focused on one thing
Yes.
and see how long he can go without being distracted.
Yeah.
And just like seeing what he can accomplish.
Well, that's what true
Without
enlightenment is, right? The Buddhist monks do that. They work on
Right.
not being distracted, focusing on one thing for long periods of time, whether that's focusing on your breath or focusing on whatever it is, and that's where really true happiness is mindfulness. If you live in the moment, you can't be sad, you can't be happy, you can't be anxious, you can't be depressed. Now, a moment can be sad because something bad happens. But if you're living in the moment through your course of your life, and that is the hardest thing. And it's difficult, right, from an entrepreneur, because you have to be forward thinking. So it's this very tricky road to be mindful and be insightful, and that's the trick. But I'm working on it.
It was funny. I remember like earlier this year when I in like a therapy session or some shit, I was talking to. And I was telling him how I was working on controlling all of my emotions.
Yeah.
Like just being a controlled being and not ever letting like even something as lovely as love take over, because that can be dangerous.
Yeah, for sure.
Even something as I want to say like fearless, because love, it seems so the opposite of dangerous. What is that?
Safe.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's me, like love, and even that can fuck you up. And the obvious ones like anger, anger is very destructive, and when you see the word, you automatically think of that. But love can be too, and a lot of emotions can be, and so actually being in control of your emotions rather than your emotions controlling you. He was just like that. He was just like, good luck. That's literally what my fucking therapist. I'm like, fuck you. But because I believe I can do it.
Yeah, and you can.
Well,
Exactly.
you know what though? I see.
And I've gotten
a
lot better.
The only thing I say to that though is part of us living and being human is experiencing emotions.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
So like, while yes, say love can be a dangerous and destructive thing in some ways, if you don't let yourself experience it, you're depriving yourself of a lot of
What's
things
that
too.
saying? It's better to love and lost than not love at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also,
but
like,
on the other side, you're like, fuck that, because that's shitty. But like the truth is, yes, like it's a fine line. Like, no, you don't want to like go head over heels and be blind and dumb by it. But the other thing is also like, you don't want to control it so much that you don't let yourself feel things either, because then what are you like? Because you're not.
I think there's a difference of like, I think what I think about it is I'm me, I'm very, sensitive and caring to overbearingly usually, but like things, I get attached to things and I become whatever. But I'm trying to become more, and this might be what you're talking about, is like I'm trying to become more neutral with my emotions. So I'm trying not to have the highs and lows that I often have, so I'm trying to take out the overreacting or underreacting and kind of just be neutral, more neutral. Doesn't mean that I'm not loving. I can still love just the same amount of passion as I've ever had, but I'm trying to be more neutral in all my stuff.
Just be like, make sure, like, does this love make sense? Why am I fucking angry right now?
Yeah.
Like, is it really something to be angry over, or did somebody just cut me off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just analyzing.
Well, no, that you can be angry about though.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's really
Learn to drive.
Yeah. No, if someone cuts you off, you should be able to shoot them.
You realize
That's a fair point.
Yeah, no, that's.
I think there's different emotions that need to be handled, different ways. Like, clearly you should be in control of your anger, and clearly, it's one that I know I can work on, because I find myself too, like, blowing up, and then even after the fact going, wow, that was really unnecessary. Like, in hindsight, damn. But again, like, it depends on the emotion and what you are. Like, is it good to restrict yourself from loving as much as you should? Like, so.
Yeah.
Like, I have this misshapen knuckle
We all got that, Noah.
Yeah.
I got you too, baby.
because of
Walls.
Anger.
anger.
These walls always in my damn way.
I got broken screens. All my screens in my damn life are broken
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
of anger.
Yeah, Laura throws her electronics around like crazy.
Flying
Right.
phones.
Do we have some more supers?
Yeah, I got them in my phone.
Damn.
Give me one second.
y'all are the best.
This one says, this is from Dane. It says, I'm a huge reptile lover and a big fan of the vlog. I'm a student
you, Dane.
photo major at Illinois State University, and they follow me on Instagram and love my work. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's
I
awesome.
appreciate you very much. I appreciate all your support. It means
Yeah,
the
for
world
everybody.
To us. And yeah, for everyone. I mean, if you guys don't support us, we can't keep going. So
Yeah.
it means the world to us.
Is it? I don't think it is Alan Watts, but it's a similar figure, a very smart figure like him, where he says he talks about how he is a servant to the fan, basically.
Well, I think that's dangerous to be that point. You know what I mean? I think that to acknowledge the fact that your ability to achieve your dreams and your goals is directly related to the support you get is accurate. I think when you become a servant, then you've crossed the line.
Now,
You know?
no, was it like a scientist that said that? Because I've heard that said by scientists before. And that I understand because
a scientisty man.
so the reason I can understand that is
Obediently yours is how he put it.
okay. Yeah, because I've heard
That's a
even,
little bit better.
Even
That's a
Neil
little bit
deGrasse
better.
Tyson has said that. Like, I'm a servant of the people. Because certain people aren't that smart. So,
Right.
like, you having that intelligence, you almost owe it to everyone to help, like, share that.
Well,
in
I
a
think
way, you
that,
know?
that- yeah, there's a
Right.
difference between being a servant to the people if you're a scientist,
Yeah,
a doctor,
I
a
agree. But
politician.
social media-
But if you're like a YouTuber, you shouldn't be a servant
I
to
agree.
your followers. I mean, you should be appreciative. You should be very gracious for their support. But at the same time, you know, and that is a very tricky thing, right? Because a lot of your followers do think you should be their servant.
Yeah.
And it was a tough thing for me to figure that out at some point, to where I was like, you know, wait a second here, you know, I mean, I'm still a person, I'm still a human being. As a matter of fact, it was funny. My therapist just said this today, and I think it is true, is that a lot of people look at any celebrity of any sort, whether it's social media celebrity or let's say yeah, exactly, an athlete, you know, let's say Oprah. Do you think that Oprah's cousin thinks Oprah has emotion? They probably just think that she's Oprah. You know, it's just like a soccer player from Brazil that misses a goal, a penalty kick. He's still a person, and people treat him and they'll shoot him dead because he missed the goal.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's like, my point is that it's a really weird thing, is that a lot of times people will look at any celebrity or popular person or whatever the case is, and forget that they dehumanize them, right? They forget that they're a human being with all the problems that every human being, and no matter what
Perception is the reason why. Because from your perception that you gain, you create your own self-image of the person.
No, and I agree with that. And that's what I'm saying is, like, I had to, in my world, not that I'm some huge celebrity by any stretch, but in my world, I had to come to some sort of peace with the fact that, you know, I don't, you know, it's like I've said, you know, when someone says in a comment, we deserve to know the truth about this, the truth is they don't deserve to know anything. Right? You know, I can choose to tell them whatever I want, but no one deserves, no one that just subscribed to me on YouTube deserves anything, you know? I mean, other than...
Well, you're the one giving
thank
them
you.
something.
Right,
You know what I
you
mean? Like,
and so, but that's the entitlement that sometimes come with that world, and that's no disrespect to the people that follow me. I love the people that follow me, but I had to come to understanding that, you know, there was a period of time where I did think that the people that followed me deserved whatever they wanted. You know, if they asked for me, I felt I was compelled to give that to them, and now I don't have that feeling anymore. And that's not disrespectful to anybody. It's the fact that I'm respecting myself.
Right.
You know, I'm not, you know, it's disrespecting me if I'm all of a sudden feeling like I am a
You're
servant.
the servant.
Yeah, I don't think that that's fair to me. And it's not fair to
Because-
any other, you know, person that gives all that they give to entertain somebody.
no, not at all.
You
I
know?
agree.
All right, you want to hit a couple more?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it, man.
Caleb said, Noah and Jay, have you ever tried RSO? I've never heard of that.
I don't even know what
I'm
that
guessing
is.
that's like Ross, like, I don't know. But it says, it's, if not, it's insane. I developed COPD and asthma, so no more smoking ganja for me. but RSO on a snack. Is that Rawson
that
oil? or
white
whatever?
shit? Is it that
Maybe.
white that cocaine crystal?
That crystal. Maybe.
Oh my.
I always that was
Trevor tried the
THCA.
crack.
Yeah, crack right, man.
That crack hits back.
Just crack.
Cactus crack.
But they said, well, if not, we'll have to try it when they visit. So we'll see.
Jesus,
Oh my
bro.
gosh, bro.
You gonna try some crack?
man.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
you don't put my kid on crack? I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know. I've already been down that road, baby.
Come on, man. Come on, Mr. Noah. Let's go
Please.
smoke some crack in the bite.
I'm coming to Repterra and bringing a lot of illegal drugs with me. It's gonna be a fun night. Wow.
Oh, hey, a potato.
Yeah, come on, man. Let me get my hands on her. For Didi.
It's so funny. We were talking about earlier in the control room how people like think that I'm like a high on or that I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, about how I said that when I first came here, I thought Brian smoked.
Yeah.
I was just like, I actually went to Noah. I was like, yo, do your parents smoke? And he's like, no. And I'm like, why? Wait, what?
Yeah, everyone's always.
What? They're that crazy with that?
Yeah, I'm like, with that word?
I'm a bizarre check.
Yeah,
I'm a bizarre
bizarre
check.
check.
I'm a bizarre check with drugs. Yes.
Yeah.
Are a bizarre check, and it's not everyone, but it is a lot of people that
Yeah.
do ask me that DMs or comments. And I mean, not necessarily
Surprising.
comments,
And
but
again,
DMs
it's
or in
something I'm
person.
not against. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing or anything like that.
I
just
feel like
choose
at
not
least
to.
back in the day, it used to always come because your hair. They just
Yeah,
assume
maybe,
long
yeah.
hair has to
Yeah.
smoke weed.
I agree.
Tattoos. Yeah,
Tired.
I suppose.
Tired. Always
Always
tired.
I'm so
I'm so slow.
I'm so tired.
How are you today?
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
I'm so
I'm
tired.
so tired.
Let me
All
see.
right, what
Give
we
me one
got?
second. Creme de la Clutch says, "What's up, guys
Welcome
and
back.
gal? Cobra Kai, best show I've seen in a long time. It's
good one.
awesome. Haven't finished it just to have something to look forward to. I also need your shirt sizes, 2X. Baby.
67X.
Bullshit.
I'm a large.
You don't even have X, dude.
I'm a largy.
Yeah, you're Largo.
I'm extra small.
Extra small.
Are you really?
You are
Lori's
not.
Lori's a
It's like
medium
you're like a
and you're a
schmedium.
medium. You're a
Yeah,
medium.
you
right?
look like a
I can
schmedium.
fit a medium. I can fit a large. I can fit a small. I can fit an XL. I am very malleable.
A malleable. It's a good word. So there you go.
Ooh. Kurt's Creatures says, Brian has inspired so many of us, and we wouldn't be doing what we were doing without you. Thank you for everything you give to the hobby.
Breathing.
Well, thank
Would you be breathing?
No,
Thank
man.
you.
You
Thank
kidding
you,
me?
Kurt.
No,
Thank
you
you,
so
Kurt.
much.
Thank you,
I mean,
Brian.
it's
Thank
For
you, Mr.
giving
Brian.
life.
Yeah.
I don't give life.
The life breather.
The life.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Into
But
the
no,
hobby.
I appreciate it. And
The giver of life.
means a
Thank
lot.
you, giver of life.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you letting me be around you. Appreciate it,
I
sir.
fought so
you
hard.
guys are about to go back to that trickling hole.
Oh, no, not trickling, old boss. Come on, man.
Sire, please.
I can't get in there with the sharks again.
Guys, just stop. Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't care. It makes me
It's
laugh.
only funny to you. Stop.
I'm sorry. It's just so good.
No, it's not.
Sire.
Stop, please. Chad threw $5 just for the love.
Thanks, Chad.
And RC Exotic says, you guys rock. Much love.
Thank you,
RC
RC.
Exotic.
RC Exotic.
He was supposed to hook us up with the FPV drone.
Was that him? No, that's Midwest
He
RC.
never hit us up with the.
No, that's Midwest RC.
And he said
Oh,
he's coming.
damn.
He wanted to make sure we
Yeah.
were there. So maybe
they were going to come, and then
Well,
it
tell
got
him to come faster.
postponed or something
Yeah.
to like March or something like that, February or
Ah.
March. But they were coming back and they were going to hook us up, and then they ended up, it was
Life
a little bit-
happened.
But it's it's all right.
No,
It's
that's all right. I'm just
okay.
saying.
Yeah, so they'll be back.
FPV drones.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so Chad actually came back. He did have a message. It says, I sent a super chat without a message. Haha. Brian, I currently have a pair of Papuan carpets. Papuan?
Yeah, Papuan.
Papuan?
Boom.
Papuan carpets. I am looking to breed. Any tricks on getting carpets to breed besides increasing food for the female?
It's about the same, really. I mean, they do breed a little bit earlier than ball pythons typically. I usually like to try to start breeding them end of September, early October, as opposed to not November, December. But other than that, you can cool them down if you want. But you got to remember, Papua New Guinea is pretty temperate. They basically have monsoon season and non-monsoon season,
Yeah.
so they're not going to have a tremendous fluctuation in temperature. But yeah, just increase food, put them together in September, October. And that's pretty much it. They're relatively easy animals to breed,
Sweet.
to be honest with you.
Awesome. Brandon says, I got a female Pueblan milk snake from you guys for Black Friday, and she's doing great.
That's awesome.
Good.
Awesome. They're cool. I love fucking Pueblans, man. I mean,
It's a good
Yeah.
snake.
I love
Do
those
you?
fucking
How do you
Pueblans,
feel
bro.
about them?
I know. I dropped the F-bomb there by accident. Sorry.
He
That's
got
how
excited.
passionate, though.
He got excited.
Yeah, he really
about
did.
Pueblos.
He's like, those
One-
fucking
They are
Pueblos.
good ones.
Pueblos. I like to call them
The
Pueblos.
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 That's
What?
No. No, I do like them, though. I remember when we...
Call them the balls.
The huevos? No. But I remember when we first bred them years and years and years ago, how excited I was the first time, so I still get excited
They're beautiful
about them.
snakes.
They are.
Red next to black, friend Jack. Red next to yellow is a deli fellow.
That's true. Amen.
Azalea?
Azalea.
Lori drinking wine and dishing tea on BHB would be amazing.
Oh, dish and tea.
tea.
A little tea.
What do you think
could
about
use
that?
a
You
little
not
tea
think
every
about
now
it?
and then.
You don't like it?
Tea?
You don't like it?
I like tea.
No, it means like talking shit.
Yeah, like spilling the
yeah.
beans.
Like,
you know?
yes, you got
Spilling
talking
Dish and
tea.
tea's talking shit.
talking. So I think
I get in
I think
trouble
she's
when I do
talking
this
about
shit.
your own podcast.
Yeah. No.
Doing locked and lorried, dishing some tea.
She didn't.
Not what it would be called.
Okay, she's a little salty right now because we didn't get her a shawarma.
I am. I
She
am.
is. She's been
Because
upset
now
the
I'm
whole time.
hungry.
I know
Because I
she
haven't
is.
eaten.
I know she is.
I'm getting hangry.
But you had the tropical smoothie.
This is
Yeah,
what he's been
for
pushing.
lunch.
He's been pushing this all day. He's
Yeah.
like, she got tropical smoothie.
For
We're gonna get shawarma.
The shawarma was good, but man, it just
It's
that's
so garlicky.
So
It
good.
is so
and
garlicky,
that makes
man.
it good.
Yeah.
That
like
means it was
I
real
could,
That's 'cause
I
you're
could literally
Italian.
I wouldn't want to get any closer than this to you guys because my breath smells like garlic.
I would, except I'm pissed because I'm hungry. So your breath is making me hungry.
Ooh, that's not me. And that's what I was gonna
Breath.
say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
It's making me want to actually like French kiss you because I'm that.
Ooh, podcast after dark.
I was gonna say if you can find a woman
I don't
that will
normally-
kiss you when you have garlic mouth.
You're sweating a little bit,
That's the
Mr.
one.
Balchek. Would you
you
like me to wipe
know.
your face, Mr. Balchek? You're sweating a little over there.
You gonna let me down?
Never had that effect on a woman before.
I'm gonna be eating shawarma all day.
All day, every day.
Hey, everybody.
This is all I.
Hey everybody, welcome to the vlog.
If I knew I could get this type of affection from Lori, I'd been eating this shawarma for a long time ago.
You're supposed to eat the shawarma.
She normally kisses me on the cheek.
Tongue kiss.
All right, I just want to. Oh yeah. Oh, cool. Azalea came back, says, Brian, is it cool to have an entire morph named after Lori? Like your wife is immortalized forever.
Yeah, I think it is cool.
is
I
cool.
really do think it's cool, to be totally honest with you, even though we didn't intend it to be
Yeah.
this way. It wasn't intended to be that way, but it is really cool. And I like the fact that it's now picking up steam.
Oh my
after
God.
15 years, people all of a sudden really like the Lori project, and there's a little buzz about it again. So that's awesome.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
it's
Good
really
job,
cool.
Mom.
And yeah, I don't have a
Yeah.
Brian
Good job.
ball.
It was
so.
a joke on me. It turned joke on you.
Bam!
That's what
true.
happened.
They are
That's
beautiful.
true.
The super Lori leopards are just
One of the
out of
most
this
beautiful
world.
ones I've seen.
Yeah, there's going to be some good stuff coming down the road with that one. So I think it's going to be a really good project.
Sweet.
Agree.
Caleb came back and said the RSO is Rick Simpson oil, which I have heard of. Pure extract. THC strong, fam. Boom.
Extract.
Yeah, family.
THC strong. Boom, boom, boom. THC strong. Rick Simpson, man. Boom, boom. Oil.
Oh, yeah.
It'll get you family.
Come on.
Come on, now.
Brother Brian.
Brother, take some of this
that was what
RSO, man.
The other one. Brother
was-
Brian.
That's the other one that they said on the trip all the time.
Brother Brian.
Brother Brian. Boom, boom, boom.
Don't make me do
What?
that.
Never, nothing.
Oh man, it was crazy on that trip, man. I missed that trip.
12 days of
Clearly, there was a
debauchery.
lot of weed being smoked.
Yeah, Brian was.
Brian was
my dad
getting
was
rib
just-
skis.
I was ripping up, man.
You
There
were
was
dabbing up.
there was very
Dabbing like a
rarely a time
mofo.
I wasn't stoned.
Yeah, he was dabbing like a mofo.
Yeah,
was.
No, I wish, man.
He's like
That's
a
it.
leper gecko.
That's it, man. I tell you what, this has been
You
a
having
wild.
fun?
This has been a wild fucking.
I know. I got to get on
podcast.
TikTok, dude.
It's been
Yeah,
kinda
I mean,
fun.
Make sure
Yeah.
you check out my new single, Socrates.
Yeah, it's a heater,
It's
guys.
a heater.
Is that the one that you put on your video a couple days ago?
Yeah, Socrates.
Yeah, Socrates.
Nice.
I was telling you. I mean, I always watch all your stuff, and I didn't catch that one, so I just didn't
Is
realize
that the
it.
one you did today
So-
for
Yeah.
me?
No.
The live?
No, that's
one
a
I made
banger.
up,
That's a new
Oh,
one.
okay.
That's a new one.
So I got to check that out. So make sure to go subscribe and go pay Noah some love on his newest video.
Make sure you are listening on Spotify, Apple
Spotify,
Music.
Apple Music,
Subscribe to our Checking in Clips channel.
Should
Yeah,
do.
please.
Make sure you buy all the merch you can from us.
Yeah, more news coming on that soon.
Yeah, news on the merch.
Yeah.
So,
You know, I might drop. Can I give one little hint about
No,
merch?
don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do
yeah.
it.
No, I'm not going to
No,
talk
no.
about
other
the
one.
overall thing. I think I'm going to re-drop Bella Bananas.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That would
I'm
be
gonna- I
smart.
think I'm
So
gonna
many
read it
people
like a-
want that.
Yeah, so I think that will be. Then there'll be a bigger announcement.
Yeah.
coming
Y'all can't
soon.
know about yet.
Soon after that,
Vanilla
but
bananas.
but yeah. We got 2 big announcements coming
Two big ones.
in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Stay
announcements.
tuned.
Yeah.
They turn those
All
post
right, I'm
notifications
excited.
on.
Yeah.
Remember that you've been checked in.
And
we are checking
out.